my eyes just get so cashed and like fucking tiny. I'm like, people are like, are you awake? I'm like, yes, I'm very much awake. My eyes are just fucking like this big right now. So that's what's up with that. So I've gotten to catch a couple of your guys' shows. You guys are on pretty late or pretty early. Where are you guys at?
I'm in El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
So I'm on Mountain Time, and then Matt's in Chicago.
Okay.
But, he's a stay-at-home dad, so he does the dad thing all day. So as soon as his kids go to bed, that's when we are able to go on.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's why we're usually on so late.
This is a quick suggestion. Sorry. Aiko is talking with I'm Really Important. I can invite I'm Really Important as well if that would be cool with you.
If he wants to come on, he's welcome to come on. We were weren't we short a person anyways?
We tried to up it up, so yeah, I will work that out. Get back with you in a sec.
We're a welcoming family here.
All right. Now we look like the Blues Brothers.
There we go. Did you happen to catch any of the the Tracksuit Mafia panel the other day with James from the internet?
No, man, I didn't. What was going on over there?
It was funny. They all fucking wore like Adidas tracksuits, like all of them, and it just looked so fucking funny. I was busting up. I was like, I'm with this. This is all right.
Hey, this isn't too bad. Yeah, that ring light's a lot easier now.
Right?
No, I mean on our shit. I mean, it's hard enough to get Matt to wear anything other than his freaking flannels and his hat. So. I think like one or two shows we both like wore blazers, but that was like the closest we came to syncing up like that.
Yeah. I'm so like haphazard with shit. I'll be like, oh shit, I was supposed to start my stream like 20 minutes ago. I'll be like rolling around like, fuck, I was wearing this yesterday. Hang on, now I gotta change and shit. I've been that guy. Oh yeah.
I mean, like for us, that's been one of the things is trying to find a good consistent time to get started. But between Matt, he has his kids, like I was saying, and then like me. I mean, I have a small business, so I can get everybody to stop fucking calling me by like 9 o'clock here, so it's like already 11 on the East Coast. But before then, everybody's all like, people keep hitting me up. It's like, all right. It's like, sun's down. Y'all can go home. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it tomorrow.
Right. Yep. Been there. Hi, Aiko.
Hello.
What does virtual cam even do? I don't even know. That didn't really work out.
It just put your stream on the stream for us, so we see you in your stream, which is okay. Like if that's what you like.
Oh yeah, that's what Irai's been trying to get me to do it forever, and he made a video for people like how to do it if they want to. And the video is not the problem. The problem is me, most likely because I just did it right now and didn't like reset my OBS or anything. But hey,
is it that it looks backwards to you?
No, but I'm gonna also figure that out.
Because it looks forward to us. It's the right way to us.
Right. No, not that. It was just like gonna be able to be a different like scene without like having the window. Like only stuff that you want on there can be on the screen. It's like showing a different scene.
Nice. Very cool. I should look into that as well.
It will be cool. I trust that it will be cool eventually. But I'll put you on the screen instead now. I'm not stoned at all yet.
Uh-oh.
Nice. I like the raining weed. Very nice.
Hey, what's up, friends?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it
DrrtBag?
going?
Just chilling.
Rock and roll. Well, you came to the right place to chill, because that's what we do at on StonerCast.
Figured if it wasn't chill, I'd be like, what kind of StonerCast is this?
That's right.
I've like done next to no panels, so I'm really glad to hear that, man.
Well, yeah, that's the good thing about this panel. That's why I like doing it, because it's definitely not blood sports. It's just fucking, let's hang out, fucking smoke some weed together, talk about weed. I'm gonna bring up one thing that just came out in the news that I thought was really cool. I try to bring. I'll wait till everybody else gets in. But there's one thing that came out this week, and I was like, what am I gonna talk about? And I was like, oh, it's so easy. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. But we'll wait for everybody to get into that.
I'm giving it one more try is what I'm doing right now. So don't mind me.
What are we trying?
To see if I can do the thing where you don't show you only show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the same exact thing right now, and I'm having a hard time too.
Oh wait. So y'all are trying to. You know what? I think I might be. Able
I had
to
it set up before to where I could just set
I did
my
just see
camera
black
to
for
a
a second.
specific source, but I don't remember how the hell I did it.
Yeah, I didn't even try to do that.
Was it in Stream Effects maybe or something?
So there should be a way to be able to show the. I'm trying to figure it out, but then like, won't you like show yourself double? Yeah, I don't know.
There is a way to set your virtual camera to your source, but it was some plugin that I think I was using.
Virtual camera
OBS.
to your source.
Oops,
Yeah,
that
so
was
like,
gross.
in other words, instead of showing the way OBS virtual camera works is that like it shows whatever scene you're on, right?
Right.
But there's a plugin. I think it was a plugin. It's either a plugin or a setting, but I think it was a plugin that lets you just
Plugin.
specify a source, like so your video camera source, and then you could show whatever scene you want, but your virtual
okay, as
camera will
opposed to
only show
grain.
that source. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I've never messed with that.
Remote control, automatic scenes. I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
See, Dirt, you were worried about being late, and like, told you we're stoners. Like, everybody's a little late. It just happens.
Yeah, you have to be late.
Although,
Oh no.
I do want to shake that stigma, and I think it's really important to shake that stigma and show that, stoners can have a Sigma grind set mentality too, and we do. So
That is true. Beyond, really. Oh wait,
Oh, I don't think that went right.
god damn.
I mean, it's all like it's just you floating in a sea of empty.
No, I know. I was trying to figure out if I can make that sea of empty into something else.
Yeah, I'm having issues with it too. It doesn't seem to be working.
Well, fuck.
But
Whatever.
actually, I don't even know what to try because
We'll figure it out later. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'll figure it out as soon as we're done here.
Okay, I'll change this window.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Yo, there we go. There's my esteemed co-host.
Rock and roll.
What?
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Yeah, Squid's running just a little behind. We'll probably jump into just the news stuff real quick.
All right.
so I don't chew up all your time. But feel free to smoke at any point during the entirety of
Yeah, I
the
hope
show.
y'all don't mind if I pre-gamed.
I mean, I took a really fat dab of this stuff called hotcakes, and it tastes like strawberry pancakes.
Really?
So, yeah, it was really, really nice. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been kind of just getting free shit from my cousin, so he'll just mix a bunch of different strains in once and be like, "This is a lot better."
I made my own, you know.
There you go. That's essentially what it is.
It really just depends, I think, on what the strains are, and also what you've been smoking. I think that if you don't mix anything up into, if you just smoke like one strain for a while, it just starts like not really working. I have a default strain though. Citral Glue is my like go-to stream flower. So yeah, it's like a hybrid sativa. Although I have been doing sativa gummies recently, and my tolerance is already like, I had a very low tolerance for edibles, but now it's now it's like everything else. So.
Yeah, see with me, because I'm asthmatic, so like the smoke, if I do that too frequently, it kicks my ass, like in my lungs. I'll feel that shit, just like in the worst way. So I end up doing the edibles way more than I smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, but the good thing is, like my homie knew how to make really good edibles, so he taught me how to do it. So. Now every time I get in the kitchen, I was trying to cook or something, I look like Walter White or some shit.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, I can't do that at all. I have a couple timers on my stream deck though that I put there specifically, like, well, not timer, stopwatches, so that way I know how long it's been since I had some edible. Because otherwise you just end up having more.
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
I'll
Same.
like take some, and then I'll either not feel anything, or I'll just take more and fucking
like
fall
one time
asleep.
that I really did overdo it with the edibles though. Was going with one of my homies to go see that new Quiet Place movie, right?
Mm.
So I figured, all right, this is a good time to do edibles. You know, we're gonna watch one of these trippy kind of spooky movies, and you could always have like I'll have one of my fat edible cookies. I'll bring one for my homie, but he hadn't tried edibles before, so I just brought one, just to be cool. I figured he'd be down.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I get to the theater and I bring him and I show him the cookie, he's like, nah man, no, that freaks me out. But I'm there with the cookie already, and what's gonna happen? I'm gonna sit in the just let the cookie sit there in the car for like the next 2 hours. So
I agree with your friend.
We already know what happens.
I would probably do the same. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so like long story short, by like about the third act, I at some point turned into a fetus.
So your friend was right.
Turn back into a fetus.
Mm-hmm.
Return to feti.
Yes, it just had that regressive effect. And I don't even remember exactly how I got home. I think he drove me. At least I hope it was him. Not that was like a weird ride. I got into somebody else's car or some
You know
shit.
what? Do you even need to know? You're here now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I let
Never
somebody
mind,
into my
it's
house. I don't know.
You made it.
Yeah, getting home is what matters. And hopefully when you get home, you like what you find.
So, all right, I smoked a little too. So, what I was gonna talk about.
First, edible. Wait, should I have some gummy? Or should I just smoke for a while? What should I do?
Maybe one gummy and then like a couple puffs.
You gotta catch up, I guess. half a gummy and a couple puffs.
What do you think, chat? I'm thinking. Both. Okay.
I mean, it takes a minute for the edible to kick in.
Sorry.
Right?
What is
you gotta
going
eat it.
on? I don't know what's going on. Let's see. I'm running out of these Sqidaedir ones, but I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I'm confused. I'm too lost. I would have enough smoke to last until the edible kicks in. Yeah, listen. Sure. Why not?
There you go.
These are 50 each, so I think that was maybe like a quarter of that. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see. Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Continue.
Oh no, it's we'll allow that to transpire. You know, that's a part of StonerCast. So
I can never get the dose right. I'm either like not enough or too much.
For me, a steady 100 milligrams is what I like. If I'm eating gummies, that's usually like where I'm at, right around 100. If I
like at one time.
Yeah. If I want to feel real good, I'll like do like 300 or something like that, 300 to 400.
Yeah, then it just makes me fall asleep. It's like it depends different like on what I've like been eating and stuff. You know, if I have like like a full stomach, like pasta, pizza or something, it's like it doesn't work. You know, it just takes for it's like so gradually diluted or whatever. Then I'll just take more, and then it'll all hit me at once, and I'll fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll try something.
I don't remember what I was gonna do. It fell on my head like 2 seconds. I can't believe. Okay, wait. No, not I can't believe. I mean, I can believe it. How much? Okay, that's like.
I accidentally stopped my stream. Because I'm stoned.
Oh no.
What up, dog?
I meant to stop my camera for a second.
Oh, there you go.
Well, welcome in everyone, by the way.
Yes.
Is it cool if I include chat into our Discourse?
Of course. I love that.
I feel like we who's stoned? One in chat if you're stoned.
Wait, how come I can't see?
Any
there
chat.
it is.
Wait, let me
Are
actually.
we on right now?
I'll open all of your chats
we're
on
on.
Chatterino, so I can like.
I put Jason's show to go ahead and be hosted on ours since I'm not gonna be.
Why is virtual camera not starting now? I had it.
You've upset it.
Did you yell at your virtual camera when you weren't in front of the computer? Is that why it's mad at you now?
I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe.
You're
Why
working,
is it not working now? It was working.
Front tab's like a lot. Okay, wait. So what? Wait, how many people are streaming? Like, what chat should I open? Multiple chats. I'm opening everyone's chat.
Well, mine.
Yeah.
Dirt, I think, is trying to get
There's
up.
a lot more.
Oh no, I broke my camera again.
Oh, here I go.
God damn it.
Oh, your thing's not, the virtual cam's just not turning on.
Yeah, now it's not turning on at all. It's like weird.
Okay, wait.
If you unplug it and plug it back in.
What's your chat? Wait. Okay, I have Jason, Sqidaedir, DrrtBag. Anyone else live right now?
We didn't put
Hey.
it live. You know, like our audience isn't ready yet.
I mean,
No, I mean, I'm just opening them up on Chatterino so that way I can see everyone's chat. Oh my god. There are 2 cats on the chair with me now.
Okay, now virtual camera isn't even starting. So that's great.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Okay.
so what are the...
Might have to shut down OBS and restart it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seriously.
Nothing.
You mad lad.
See?
Where's this thing?
But yeah,
It was.
we're going to inclusive for chat. Everyone that can get stoned, get stoned.
Dirt,
You're
Yeah,
here
smoke
with
it.
us.
This is the time.
dirt.
Get blazed.
Did you guys hear about Congress, the House, passing the MORE Act?
Yeah, we were talking about it the first night that it happened. Even got a couple of Republicans to go ahead and sign along with it.
I was disappointed to see that there were some Democrats, including Cuellar, who went against
Well,
it.
you
But
know it's
I
gonna be
didn't.
him.
Yeah, I didn't expect anything less. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with that. But overall,
Wait, what is it? I don't know it. I don't know anything about
It's
it.
the weed legalization.
it's Federal Marijuana Legalization Act. So essentially, what it would do is allow for legalization and taxation federally. It would deschedule it, or I think drop it down to the lowest scheduling.
Yeah.
And then which would allow for scientific research on it as well. And essentially, like, yeah, it would
Interstate
allow
commerce is,
for
like,
it would allow for banking to occur, which is a big problem with the cannabis industry right now. They pay a lot of money because they have to deal in cash, or they have to deal through all these intermediaries. Sending their money through either offshore, type places, or putting their money into like bitcoins or shit like that, just to be able to bank and use their money and transact. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a
Doesn't work.
big net positive for the cannabis industry and for consumers alike. But it's really promising.
Nice.
Now, will it get through the Senate?
That's the thing. That's the question.
And if it does get through the Senate, will Biden not veto it?
It
Yeah,
might.
because he's not ever been too jazzed about the whole weed legalization thing. He said that he'd do research, but he wasn't really jazzed about legalizing it.
No.
Bill?
Would he veto it though? Like, it's an easy dub, and even as demented as he may be, like they can get that through his head, right? He doesn't have to do anything, and then he can like run on that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's kind of like he's kind of had this thing about kicking himself in the nuts with anything good that he's done. I mean, he withdrew from Afghanistan, then he's turned it into an L for himself, and then and then like it was the other thing that he did. He did a couple, and like the checks. Everybody wanted the damn checks when he got in office, and then the Republicans immediately turn around and blame the whole inflation thing on him, and then he's like, "Yeah, that was me. We did the inflation. We got inflation. We did a little bit of stuff with the checks."
I don't know. I think this one he might go along with just because there would be at least some element of bipartisan support, and that's what he always seems to look for. If there's some of that, which in order for it to get through the Senate, there'd have to be. I think he'd do it.
Yeah. I mean, hasn't he talked about it at all recently? Like, it seems like fairly like a popular thing, especially if he, I don't know. I think if he, wait, do you think that it would be a bad, it would be bad for him to talk about it in the framework of it like helping veterans and stuff? I don't know what he does. I don't know if he actually does talk about it, like helping people like that people supposedly care about in America. Like, or would the pharmaceutical industry get mad? Like, what's better for him?
Well, right now, I think that the public sentiment is
right?
yeah. I think that the public sentiment is that the
I think that's probably the
people
best
are
thing to
really
play into
upset
is-
with the pharmaceutical industry right now, right?
Right.
Everybody's talking about lowering drug prices. So I think if you were to like go the route of taking the pharmaceutical companies' money, I mean, we can see that it's public record, and do their
thing is,
bidding. I think
like branding wise, like his marketing, like if he's marketing to the public, like if he's like pro legalization, if he decides to take that route and like sell,
Did you see
I
that
don't know.
in the chat?
Like I guess I'm thinking because it seems
see,
like
Carpet
one
Packs
of those.
tried to get him to boost it. You can barely hear.
there we go.
Ico, yeah, Ico's pretty quiet.
I just
I
turned
checked in the
you up.
OBS, but I already had Ico up 200%. It says from a
Oh,
previous
really?
time.
I mean, all right. So if Manchin's against it, they still need. I mean, I guess Rand Paul maybe. I don't see
Wait,
how
how
Rand
about
Paul.
now?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's a little better.
I'm thinking you could get somebody like Rand Paul to jump on board with it. But I mean, as far as Biden goes, I mean, the recreational weed, weed
just cranked
legalization
you.
in general is just such an easy win with the public that that's all he really needs to tout. It'd be like 18 recreational weed states. How many states are medicinal at least now? Like they're like 30 something.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
I
like
think
30
though
something.
the thing to remember with anybody like that is that they're also always kind of trying to like their base are like a lot of evangelicals and shit like that who like it may not be as much of a slam dunk as what you would think. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
the polling numbers
Yeah.
are pretty clear on that, right?
Right? Yeah.
Like,
That-
some
yeah,
people
that
are
doesn't
against
really,
it, but there's not that many of them. It's
Yeah.
like it's like.
I think
at
for me
least
the biggest thing is that
70%,
like
right?
I don't know, I never get my hopes up because like I mean it's not like the government doesn't like to fucking
yeah.
do shit that people want
I mean, I think it has guarantees. I think it has like guarantees for like investment in like certain communities that were particularly hurt by the drug war.
Right.
I don't think it's as good as some of the stuff that like Brandon proposed or whatever. But it's decent. But I feel like that could also poison pill it, right? It could,
Right.
That's something reactionaries would be yelling about. Like they cry about anything like that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what I was surprised.
reactionaries.
That's what I was surprised that you even got somebody like Gates onto that bill. So I mean, like, but the thing is,
weed money. If
Yeah.
you're taking money from the,
Well,
like,
isn't he in
illegal-
trouble
Wait,
for
do
like
we have a
giving
lobby?
drugs to like underage women and like
oh, dude.
So wouldn't he be somebody who would be pro drug just for the purposes of trying to get his own ass out of trouble?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
think
little-
I mean, I was kind of alluding it to the right there, but I mean, the thing that I'd be kind of worried about though afterwards, if you do get federal, decriminalization or legalization or anything like that, I mean, how fast is that industry going to end up getting monopolized? You're just going to have like 3 large weed companies that dominate the entire thing.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
that's what
because you have to be super. That's why you have to do everything all at the same time. You have to like make stipulations of like how you would get people's like records wiped and so on. You have to negotiate that at the same time. So it could take
I think this
longer,
is
but
pretty good.
also if you don't do it, you will. It's not going to happen. So you have to do it at the start, even if it takes longer.
Yeah, I know Arizona had a lot of holes in their legalization initiatives that had to go back and be patchworked after the fact, which did make things really complicated. There were a lot of ambiguities in the laws, like around possession and where and when and those kinds of things, and it was confusing for a minute, so I could see how federally you'd have to be real careful on the same level, because you're not just dealing with the state, you're dealing with an entire country with that.
Right.
So yeah, I understand that aspect for sure.
This one looks pretty good. Expressly prohibits denial of federal benefits based on use or possession, past use or possession. So it eliminates all the you can't get denied a job or whatever now because you have a weed charge.
I like
don't know
that.
if
That's
that means
good.
they can't. It means they
They could still
I don't know if
drug
that was
test
like
you and
outlaw
stop
drug
from
test.
hiring
Yeah,
you.
I guess. Right? Yeah.
Pretty sure that's just up to companies no matter what, you know.
So where are we?
Cannabis tax
How far is it?
programs
Like how
to
far?
community reinvestment grant. It passed the House. So we
Okay.
need the Senate, and Biden has to sign it.
Okay. I see. I see.
So there's like
State
a
of
loan
Oregon had a
program.
surplus of 1 million pounds of weed. It just disappeared. What? What, giant burrito? That sounds fucking
That's a lot of weed.
sweet. And you know what? I don't disbelieve you either. So, I mean, yeah. Matt Gates, totally. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the banking, and that's what's making it really hard. And it's also keeping prices up. We'd probably see a lot lower prices if they didn't have to jump through all these hoops just to like get their money, you know. So
Just the small business loans.
Oh, you know what?
Sick. Yeah, you can get small business loans to start a cannabis
Wait, you can?
store.
yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be run through the states, so you'll see like the red state, blue state stuff. But yeah,
Yo, what up, Chihuahua?
Hey Matt, do you want to do some capitalism?
Capitalism.
think about it, dude. Equitable cannabis.
Oh,
It's a great day
wait.
for
Is this stuff that they?
capitalism.
Oh, wait.
Just makes me think of Marcus from
Am I
Borderlands.
Listen, exporting weed. I thought that you meant
Hey, that's my
out
sister.
to other places. Not,
Hey, look, she shared too. Thank you.
you thought what?
My sister's in your chat.
Oh,
Hey,
I thought that maybe, or I thought that they meant like overseas, and I was confused a bit. Like, or maybe that's what it was. I don't really know.
Confusion on the StonerCast.
Yeah, I don't know.
you know what? We kind of hopped into things because things started a little jarred with some technical difficulties. Do you guys want to take a minute to introduce yourselves?
Oh yeah, we should probably do that.
We'll just start top left and just go around. So when
Me?
yeah.
Okay. Hello. I am AikoRulz, and I am not completely stoned yet, but I feel it seeping into my like soft tissue matter, and I'm here now. Thank you for having me.
next.
Yeah.
Matt, aka DJ Tom Hanks, one half of the UnelectableAirwaves stream, and my partner Tony down there. I don't know if he's down. Smoke a lot of weed.
Got a favorite strain? Favorite type?
No, I mean, I usually go with the sativas, right? These cartridges. Just like, I like the maximum efficiency, you just like fucking plug it in there and rock it whenever, right?
Rock and roll.
Like every time I pack a bowl, it's like not enough, obviously, or it's like too much or not enough. Like I hate, this is nice.
So the cart life is good to you.
This is a nice innovation. I would have gotten that. This would have helped me so much, like coming up, like just like constantly trying to hide my weed and shit. It would just be fucking in my fucking book bag, like right there.
DrrtBag.
Oh, is it my turn or what? Hey, I am DrrtBag. I smoke a lot of weed. Sometimes I stream on Twitch. Not as much these days. I'm building a video game.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm pretty stoned right now, so I don't really know what to say.
Okay, I think that this is probably the most legitimate stoned panel that I've ever been on, where everyone is like actually stoned.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm the least stoned so far. Like it's gonna be happening, but still. You know?
As long as you leave us stoned, I'll feel like we did our jobs here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a little hit of something as well, for sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Tony, aka ToniWestside, the other half of UnelectableAirwaves. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a specific strain. I just like edibles, man. I'll throw a fat ounce of that shit and I'll be fucking snacking on that stuff all week.
Oh, sorry. That's what I forgot. My favorite strain thing. I don't have one. I just smoke weed, but I prefer indica. So.
You prefer the
Sorry, I didn't mean to
indicas?
cut you off.
See, this is what happens on StonerCast. It's unpredictable because you're high. You forget things, and then you come back to it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, remember like 5 minutes ago when we were talking about that?" By the way, I do it all the time. I plan for that.
My sister's still watching, but you know she's probably be pissed if she knew how often I'm on edibles while we're doing like teleconferencing and stuff like that.
You have a death wish?
We have these very important things to discuss, and I'm so fucking high.
You're like, wait, you were doing drugs and we were doing a meeting?
It's not drugs, it's weed. That's what I always like roll back to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like my last business trip that I had to take up to the office and everything, I was kind of bugged out because I didn't know if I could take edibles on the plane without it, you know, causing some sort of incident.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I timed it though. So like I ate I had made like Butterfinger brownies before I went on. So I timed it. So by the time we took off, that shit was already in full effect. You know?
Nice.
But and then the other brownie that I snuck in, I like brought in like a McDonald's bag. So it was like, oh, you know, if they asked, I figured, hey, they just would give me, you know, they gave me. I ordered brownies from McDonald's. They have brownies. Oh yeah, McDonald's brownies.
Wait, they got brownies at McDonald's now?
Let's go. Let's go.
That's the weed capitalism. Is the interstate transport, right?
That's what I was worried about it. Like I flicked myself out into being worried about this shit because like, oh, okay, and then if they check your ass, you know, at the airport, then all of a sudden, okay, you're violating federal law, and it's not even legal in Texas. So, okay, I'm double busted. Crap.
I'm saying,
Oh,
shit. If you want to make money on weed, I feel like that's a good business.
What's that?
Like, be the guy who like gets the shit from the West Coast and brings it back east.
I'm pretty excited to go to.
That's illegal. That part's still
So
illegal.
I'm saying, if this bill passes,
In Minecraft.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the
that
plan.
would be a good.
in Minecraft, obviously.
Because like you know, like not for nothing, but it's not too difficult for me to get stuff from the West Coast to the East Coast. You know, and like the New York, you know, they just legalize this stuff. But the other thing that they do, right, with the state level at least, once you get a few people with a foothold in it, they'll lobby to get some sort of exclusivity in the industry. So they'll put like a special license that you need. That just costs way too much for anybody that's trying to start a weed business. Way too much that they can't afford it, right? So they price people out of it, so they can't actually get a legitimate license open a dispensary.
Yeah, like with alcohol, like a bar license.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, this one's kind of vague, but it seems to say that they're gonna not do that, right? But I mean, that remains to be seen.
So I think they've got to do something reparative to all the people they've thrown in jail with the drug war over fucking weed. Like, I think there should be grants or some kind of services for them because fuck that. They should have never been thrown in jail in the fucking first place for a goddamn plant, you know? Maybe that's a pipe dream, but, you know, it would be nice to see that in any kind of legislation they put together.
That's what the small business loans are supposed to be for, right? It's just, you know, it's a little bit, but, you know, see what happens.
I think he's very concerned. Yeah. I know. He wants me to feed him, but I'm not going to. You can suck it. Oh, I was gonna smoke. I forgot. Huh?
Maybe he just likes the camera.
No, he's starting to stab me with his fingernails. Because that's how it goes. Hey, listen, cat. I have a sleeping cat in front of me. If I smoke weed, he'll probably leave. Fine. But yeah. I don't remember what I was gonna say. So, okay. I feel like there's something really important that we should talk about, and that is, those fucking. How come most rolling papers suck? Why? Why are they're so bad? Like I don't know. They're really bad.
I don't know. I guess maybe it's like subjective, but I do understand where you're coming from. You know what I like is the ones that they come in like they're like this size right here, right? Here I can probably. They're like this size, but they're nice and thin. Actually, very nice and thin.
Wait, which brand is that?
They're just called Amsterdam, actually. The dispensary sent it with my delivery last time. But I really like when they come with the little cardboard piece, so you could make like the little crutch on the end of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. These are like these are what I think they use at like the dispensaries to roll your pre-rolls and shit. You know.
I use these guys. They're it's a glass tip, funky feel tip.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Oh my god, wait.
They even make like electric ones too that you can put on your joints.
Oh yeah?
Electric what?
Electric little fucking like glass tips for your joints.
Yeah.
Just in case you're super lazy and you don't want to like exert the energy it takes to take the puff. It takes the puff for you and you just breathe it in, you know?
What the fuck is that? That sounds like.
You guys never seen like an electric pipe before? You guys never seen these? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I have an electric dab rig, but like not like a.
See StonerCast, but against basic stoner talk. What?
Wild in chat.
This is okay. Wait, look at this thing.
I have that. Hey guys.
That's awesome.
Look, I have that. That's what this is. Ah.
Wait. Let me close this window.
What kind of Jetsons shit is this?
Okay, wait. What is that?
Hey, I mean, it's 2022, you know?
That's my Blazy Susan. That's what you're just looking at.
Blazy Susan. Nice.
Is that the same brand?
Yeah.
Oh, it has like little things for.
Look at that thing.
I got the green one instead of the pink one. That's so funny.
Oh, that's super cool. It has like little things for a joint and a cone and stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, I love that shit. I use it all. Like I'm using it right now. I use it all the fucking time.
Triangle thing. What's this like little pocket with a triangle? Is that to make cones?
It's like I thought it was a bowl asher. Mine didn't come with that. It came with the other thing, the organizer. You get one or the other. At least when I got mine, but I got it at the store.
You know what? Okay, listen. Chat. Would you,
I actually don't
if I made Fever Stream, like rolling trays or something, would that be cool?
Oh yeah.
I want to start just like having like a couple things. I don't want to call it merch because it's just stuff. Cool stuff.
You want merch?
Saying merch. Saying merch makes me
Check
think
out
of,
my
like,
merch in the description.
Yeah, it seems like fucking weird and cheesy, but I want to like, I want to have a couple things just because I think I want to make like a mug like that has like green screen stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
We have sold pancakes.
I feel like
Some guy in Germany likes them.
I have a whole shit ton of merch. I don't care. I mean, I was in a band for like 13 years. I just got used to doing that because you didn't make money off your shows. You made money off the merch you sold.
That's what it, like, you know, like for me, like I used to use Redbubble just to make some extra cash when I was in law school and shit, right? It was like, oh, okay, might as well just go ahead and throw some stuff up there. Even if they don't watch your show, they'll probably just skip around and find you.
Mm-hmm.
I 3D printed the original molds for this company. Let's see.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what? You know what? I think I am gonna make some stuff. What's an alternate word for merch? Wait, James, are you around?
Products?
Are you around?
Souvenirs?
That sounds even worse.
You are part owner
Collectibles.
of this company?
Swag.
No, you are
Swag.
Swag.
There you go.
F-bombs.
Yeah, those are mine.
Paraphernalia.
I still gotta get around to uploading all the rest of those designs.
I
that we
still
worked
wanted
on.
to make T-shirts. I wanted to make
I
like
have all
Unabomber
those.
T-shirts for
Remember I showed
everybody.
you- I have a design.
Oh.
Tony said it wasn't a
Can
good
James
business
from the
decision.
internet join us?
No, I think it's a good business
Oh,
decision
sure.
to do that stuff. But it just, I think, what I said was we needed more color.
Absolutely.
On those Unabomber shirts. You know, you need to do like an Andy Warhol type thing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You helped Blazy Susan get started. I'm too stoned to know what's going on. That
Lazy
sounds
Susan
really-
is fucking awesome. I live by this thing. So I got like a little, a friend had a tattoo cart and I flipped over the top little tray on it so that it's flat on top instead of concave, you know? And I set the Blazy Susan on top of that so it's on a little rolly cart. And I've got my bongs underneath the Blazy Susan. It's pretty
That's
nice.
awesome. I'm setting up my stream room now because we just moved.
Shit, somebody's ringing my doorbell. Hang on.
I have a stream dedicated room now, and I'm very excited. And I will absolutely have I already have like all this weed in like the side of my theater chair. I have like a deep pocket for that, and it's very exciting. I'm very confused. Wait, F-bombs. You're a part owner of Blazy Susan? I feel like this is so random. I feel like, but at the same time, we're all stoned, so it's probably not as random as I feel like it is.
I mean,
The
it's a small
original
world.
Blazy Susan came in multiple pieces, helped him redesign it. I loaned the funds for the first router and printed the first 3D mold, and that's crazy.
That's really cool.
That's so cool, and I feel like, yeah, that's super fucking cool. That's super cool. But yeah.
Talented people in chat, for sure. Talented stoners.
Seriously.
I found
F-bombs
stoners are
also
pretty talented.
streams, by the way.
Oh yeah, shout out F-bombs.
Yeah, everyone go give him a follow. And James, I guess, is gonna come and engage.
Oh, shit, I forgot to tweet that we were on.
I tweeted it out.
Oh,
But, I
yeah.
mean, you don't ever tweet from the show account, man. You gotta get you on there. You see, like, if not, I think people are gonna think the show's too right leaning.
Tony likes to take like, you know, like dramatic positions in hot button issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you
You know,
should.
like
It's like,
like
God
getting
damn
locked
it.
in with like,
That
you
didn't-
know,
but
like
see,
public
like,
takes
it's-
that are.
You gotta think about it like this. It's like when you would fill out those job applications online, right? They don't never hire the people that are kind of nuanced. You know, they never go for the people that are like, kind of, somewhat. No, the only ones that they hire are the ones that are always like hardcore agree or disagree.
Okay, now shout out work.
Beautiful.
By the way, actually, you know what? I did find this thing that we made that we were trying to design a shirt about. But no, I remember you fucking hated this shirt, Matt, but I thought it was dope. That and I
Wait,
thought
let
'cause
you
that's
know
kinda
what?
looked like.
Ah, shit. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
The Unabomber one. Let me see. There you go. There you go. Look at this. See if I can do this. Oh no, man.
Yo,
So-
my neighbor. I'll be right back again. My neighbor has this little kitty. She just brought to my door, and it's like, looks like it was literally just born. She's like, I found it, and I don't know what to do. I have like some little puppy bottles, so I'm gonna give her some. I'll be right back.
New kitty. That's exciting.
Oh, there's-
So I like I've had some crazy experiences with edibles myself. Like the most memorable or not memorable one was legit the first time I tried to really make edibles on my own and thought I knew what I was doing. And I got like a QP of weed and I put it all into one batch of brownies. All of it. Like cooked it all down into the butter and put it all into one batch of brownies.
How much butter did you make?
Ouch.
Not enough, because it was just fucking green and like it was horrible. Like the whole bottom of the brownie still had like bud sediment in it. You know, like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But like I don't know. I ate one and I was like, man, this ain't doing shit. So I ate another one. And
Wait,
then
I have to feed these cats.
There you go,
Excuse
Matt.
me one moment.
Check it out.
Continue.
I kept eating because then they started tasting good, and then I ended up in Tucson, which is like 2 hours away from where I live. And I had moved there and gotten a job at a smoke shop there, and yeah, I just got real high on edibles, and basically over the course of a couple days, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm moving to Tucson." Yeah. And yeah, I woke up on the mattress like a week later, you know, because it's not like you're like out of it, but it's just like you're fucking high as fuck, you know, and it's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck ever, dude. Like, fucking, I was just like going with the flow, and then I kind of like woke up out of the haze like a week later. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in Tucson, dude? Like, why the fuck am I here? But I ended up sticking it out. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. It was a cool hippie town and shit, so worked out.
Yeah, see, that was a dope shirt. Look at this one. I should upload this one.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if you can see that one. Yeah, I mean, you gotta add some color on there, because if you just put the original sketch, that doesn't look like anything.
Yeah,
Who's gonna go around wearing a Kaczynski shirt that just has a sketch on it? You know?
you gotta add a little flavor to it. You know, throw a little extra color there.
At this point, I don't care.
Oh, what's up,
I just wanna
Base of
see
PJ? Thank you
Project
very
Real
much.
Life.
Base of PJ is like this, like my entire follow list on the screen all at once.
That's homie PJ. What's going on? This is my entire follow list on the screen all at once. It's the Lefty Stoner Paul Big Show White. What? Wait, is it today
Uh,
WrestleMania?
Is it? Oh yeah, I think it
was watching
is.
Some of it earlier.
Oh yeah.
The pregame. I was trying to get my kid to watch it. I used to love it when I was a 5-year-old. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
He was the same thing. I couldn't get him to watch Ninja Turtles the night before. But 0 for 2 on 2 of my favorite
So
childhood
you couldn't
things.
get him to watch. You couldn't get him to watch wrestling, and I don't know how you could miss with the freaking TMNT, man. That shit still slaps. I don't, like that original movie was so good.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Cartoons.
Yes.
man.
Oh my god, that was my favorite when I was a kid.
Yeah, dude, I remember
Yo,
like waiting
did you
in
have the-
line for tickets and shit to go see that.
Yo, man, no lie, right? And I remember the VHS. I was so fucking heartbroken when I lost that cassette tape somewhere. I don't even remember where I left it. Probably left it at somewhere else. But Never mind. But no, because I remember watching that movie that from like the beginning, and it would play that commercial for Pizza Hut, and then go right into the movie. But yeah, man, it's like required viewing with watching that thing though. You need to get like some Dominoes or something.
I remember going to the premiere of that first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm old as fuck, but yeah.
I remember that. That's like one of my earliest memories.
They actually had one of them
crazy
out there. I
about
think it was Michelangelo or something was out there. And I watched the cartoon, I remember, and I was like, pulled up. Like, I couldn't full on skateboard yet because I was real little, but I used to like push around on my knee, you know? I was like, push around on my knee. I was like, cool, pulled up next to Ninja Turtle. I thought I was a shit, man. I was doing something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had like all the cartoon cassette tapes.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then I ended up with all 3 movies too. But I mean, like, you know, the only one that really holds up is the first one.
So is there like a
I
go?
remember the part 2 soundtrack on cassette.
Okay, the part 2
so good.
soundtrack was pretty decent.
With the Vanilla Ice Jam, dude, that
Right?
was sick.
Go
That song was
Ninja,
tight.
go Ninja,
Yeah,
go.
that song was fire, dude.
Oh shit, dude! You guys are talking my language now. Ninja Turtles was my. I mean, yeah, I'm like an elder millennial, I guess they say,
Yes.
like almost Gen X, you know. So
Right.
yeah, Ninja Turtles was pretty big when I was a kid. That was a big thing. I had like all the fucking all the Ninja Turtle toys. Even the bus that shot the deadly fucking pizza discs out there. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I
man.
remember those.
Those things were
I had those.
ugly, and that
Turtle van.
the turtle van, yeah, dude, and it shot those things out with some fucking velocity. There's some kids who lost like some eyes over that shit. I guarantee it.
You know, I felt like the most badass kid in my class because I had a Technodrome.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
It was
Nice.
eyeball and everything.
Fucking hell yeah, dude! Ninja Turtles. I don't know that like none of the movies I feel like did it justice.
The first one did.
The
I mean,
first
they
one
were
was
cool.
solid.
I loved them when I was a kid, but I tried to revisit them when I was older, and I just feel like, besides the nostalgia of it, they didn't hold up very well, you know. Also, like, where's Krang or whatever, the brain dude and shit? Like that, the guy was never in any of the movies.
Well,
He's
yeah,
the-
because
He's a
mastermind.
Well, because the movies were based more like on the comic type stuff. It wasn't based as much upon the actual cartoons. That's what I kept thinking when I was a kid too. It's like, hey, where's the brain guy? But did you ever read the original comic book?
No.
Yo, man, the original comic book was fucking hard. Like the turtles go around like just straight killing motherfuckers and shit. Like actually, I think that's the actual conclusion of the first comic is the turtles all gang up on Shredder and they just like gut him or some shit.
Oh shit.
Hey, Squid.
He's
How you
got
doing?
those
Happy to have you.
swords, but he never slices anyone up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the comic book, no, they do some slicing.
I forgot. Well, like the beginning when they like the action gets going, it's because he lost his sai.
Right, yeah, because he saves April.
I can get it
I
back.
lost the side.
There we
He's got
go.
such a he's got such a good accent.
Yeah.
Hey, Squid. Welcome to
Hey,
StonerCast.
what's going on?
What the fuck?
What the hell? Ben Shapiro's joined us.
Oh, he's muted or something.
Oh,
It's
hello,
good we
can
can't hear you.
me?
I guess my button isn't working very well. I'm gonna change my button.
There you go.
All right, now you're.
I think I was muted. I said hello. I said hello,
Wait,
and also
are you getting Shapiro stoned over there?
I will be. But also, is James coming in?
Uh,
James from the internet.
I haven't seen them
Road.
hop in yet. I'm just waiting for them to join.
do we need to send him an
Won't debate
invite?
me. Oh, he said hang on. Okay.
Uh-oh, you have a bone to pick with James? Or are we gonna hear some?
No, I'm gonna
Hey,
I'm gonna
AikoRulz.
find some bones to pick.
Uh-oh.
You're
Not
picking
with
bones
James. Not with anyone here.
now? We're gonna pick bones.
or
of
I could.
paleontology.
No, I already know. I already know about the bones you were picking with DOC earlier. I watched that whole thing. That shit was fucking hilarious.
With who?
Death of Certainty. The Dylan guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one who was saying who was like saying that Dylan was using his dead mom as like to manipulate.
Yeah, the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, he's such. I'm just annoyed because I met him. I mean, whatever. I was on a Stardust Stoner panel like that day that I didn't know that it happened, and I was just shit talking people who deserved it. They all deserved it on Stardust panel, and this person is right in front of my face, and I didn't know. I could have been talking shit to this person's face the entire time because he's a fucking loser, obviously. Who does that? Also, don't do that. Like, just because you don't like someone doesn't make it okay to be a piece of shit about it. Same. You know?
True.
Like, you can't get mad when I just tell you that you're a piece of shit if it's fucking true. I don't know. I didn't make
I mean, I appreciate the honesty, to tell you the truth.
Are you friends with? Is anyone friends with him?
I've interacted with him in a similar way like you have. I've been on like a panel situation with him. So
I had no idea that, like, he just seemed like he was probably boring and like a loser, but now I know for sure that he's a loser and probably boring, and that's why he has to make drama for clout. So yeah, please continue to make people's lives harder so that you can try to get clout by burning bridges with people before you barely started.
And see, this is exactly why we have StonerCast, so we can take a break from all that and be on an oasis, you know, and we get to say, fuck that, because we're here to make friends instead of like blood sports. That's what's cool about doing this. That's my favorite part about doing it, is I just get to hang out and bullshit with people, and we don't have to deal with that shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
One that brought it up.
No, I know. I just thought it was funny, though. It happened to be a really funny moment.
So what I'm hearing is I should get Death of Certainty in here right now, right, Jason?
If you wanted to have me be really mean to someone, I would love to. In fact, maybe James would like that too. I have no idea if he knows what happened. I don't know. You know what would be really cool? What if I like just showed everyone something real quick?
Okay, yeah.
Sure. What are we checking out?
Let's see. Let me just...
For some reason, Discord won't do the push to talk unless Discord's on top.
Oh,
Discord
weird.
likes to be on top.
It likes to be on top.
Yeah, I guess for us, being on late and being like, one of our small streams, we don't really get up into that drama. Like nobody really, everybody that's up as late as us is all cool with us.
I'm just chill. I'm a bit trolly sometimes, but that's really it. Like I don't really care or take much personal.
Well, I mean, maybe we do go up on those panels more. Maybe we'll run into some people that want to give us problems.
Never know, man.
Well, like last night was interesting. Dylan ended up following our channel. We're like, really, Dylan?
Hell yeah, that's dope. It's cool to know that they're like taking an interest.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't comment or anything. He just stopped in and followed us, and it was like, all right, dude. It's like, nice to see you. Love your work. You're almost as famous as Haas.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna start my christening. I'm gonna get high.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Still sober. I need to catch up.
Don't smoke until late.
Wait, was
Maybe
I
don't
muted?
smoke until, like,
You were
after you
muted.
do the Wordle.
God damn it. Okay, well, I have something for you right
I
now.
was wondering if you do the Wordle Stone or not.
So no, I usually hold off on smoking until after the Wordle.
James.
We do the Wordle every night.
Oh, who's Discord? It's what's it called again? Oh wait, we're in oh no, pull into the direct message. Oh wait, no, never mind. We're not there. We're in StonerCast, right? Jason Society. You got it.
The inner sanctum.
So that way everyone I'll wait till James is here and then I'll play this portion, okay? Just so that we're all on the same page and also yeah.
I'm excited.
Good friend of all of our streams, right? I think
He's your favorite streamer's favorite streamer.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said he's your favorite streamer's favorite streamer, James.
He is one of the first. I think he's the first panel I ever went on. It was his panel.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I really enjoy him a lot. I watch him quite a bit.
Everyone go follow James from the internet. I still want to say Wondernet a lot. Because because that was his name for fucking ever. Let's see.
The Grammys.
Oh, he's in. He found his way. Oh, here he is. Hey, James. Welcome.
Mellow greetings. Hang on, we'll see. Oh, wait, I got it. Be out. Hold on.
Said the thing.
we all
Hey, look, I'm on brand.
We all been having the thing problem tonight, though. It's par for the course.
There it is. Yeah. What's up? Mellow greetings, everybody.
I know you from the internet.
Hey. Oh yeah,
I've
that's where
literally
I
been
know
there.
him from. The internet.
I've been there since the beginning. You know, I gotta say, you know, back in the day we were like 95% porn, but you know, now here on the internet in 2022, we're only like, you know, like 90% porn. So you know, things are leveling out here on the internet.
There it is. There it is.
The site that people go to when you're done looking at porn.
Which is the last place I want to go when I'm done looking at porn.
Yeah.
True.
Because then I'm looking at everybody and I'm like, they know I just beat it. Like, it's just weird. So I like to spend 20, 30 minutes by myself afterwards, you know, positive affirmations, remind myself what a great guy I am, that sort of thing, you know.
Reflect on your previous actions, bro.
Yeah, you know, just chill a little bit, just kick it, you know. Way to go. All right, hold on. I hear Aiko has candy queued up.
I have. Well, you probably saw some of this, right? I believe. I'm just.
What, the Dylan Burns clusterfuck from the other night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, there's a clusterfuck.
Oh
well, not
There's always a
just that.
clusterfuck. It's Dylan Burns.
You were just saying that he actually just followed our channel last night. It was like, what is this dude? Like, really? Does he ever watch any of the shit that we do?
I mean, I don't know.
Just assume somebody typed his name at least 4 times in your chat and his chatterino went off and he's like, fuck it, I'll look.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. You see, like, maybe it was doing the showing some of their little panel that they were doing.
That's right.
Yeah, nobody was tagging him.
Okay, so I will.
Maybe it's like a Beetlejuice situation. Like, you think if we say Vosh enough times in the stream, he'll show up too?
Let's go.
Up until about a week ago, if you said Destiny's name enough times, he showed up. Just
For
saying.
sure. True.
All of a sudden, not so much, but.
Okay, so here's the very opening sequence as to why that death of certainty person is, I don't know, just like a sad, like, you know, rapidly aging, lonely person who will never experience any true joy.
Those around us, and that I have very, very large concerns.
What? He's acting like Poland is some
Can you hear it?
backward country.
Yeah, we
You
hear.
get murdered as soon as you step off the plane.
Yeah, again. Did I?
Jesus.
Stop trying to act like a Giga Chat. It's not working. Toying out over this. Nobody has any. Oh, so what? I'm telling you, you're speculating on random you don't know about. You're just in here trying to really good.
No, I'm not. To ask a question of someone who is admitted that they don't have. I asked your question on your the stream of Madland. We all solved questions.
You're just fishing. You're just
Wait.
fishing.
I'm
not fishing. And then once you have knowledge concern, you're just walking. I'm sorry. I'm not done talking.
Wait, I'm sorry.
And at the peril of those around
Did
us.
I
And that
miss something?
Yeah, that was weird.
I have very, very large concerns.
What? He's acting like.
Wait,
I mean,
where's
we're all now sufficiently confused.
wait, where the fuck is it? I'm sorry. There was
What's he mad about?
where's the part where he says that thing to Dylan?
Oh god, it's so fucking cringe. It is fucking horrible. Like,
Maybe it's at the beginning of
Oh, the
Dylan's
part where you start talking about Dylan's mom.
yeah.
Dylan was using his mom as a backdrop to get fucking chat points.
Oh.
Yeah, it's well played. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that the same dude who dresses up like a cat?
Yeah.
a
Now that
cat?
I'm pooping on furries, whatever y'all are into on your own time, as long as it's between consenting adults, all for it. But just wanted to confirm that was the dude who dresses up like a cat, because you know the whole cat thing makes it a little difficult to see who he is when he's not a cat.
Yeah, sometimes he
how
dresses
about
up like
this?
a clown too.
Wait, what?
Clown cat. I mean,
Yeah,
what kind of
he
cat?
dresses
are
up
you
like
talking
all
about?
sorts
is
of
it like a
stuff.
cartoon cat? Is it like a Garfield thing? Is it like that creepy ass musical?
No, yeah, it's like the creepy. He looked like he was
I think
in
I have a
Cats.
picture of it.
No, I'm not joking.
I
Like
say
you
weird
should have been in the
shit.
Orpheum Theater asking me for $12. Like, only New Yorkers are gonna get that one. But
I'm sorry. I would have
Is
if
he
I
doing a bit?
hadn't been distracted. Okay.
Here you go. I'll
I've
show you guys a picture.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, cause I want to see if this is a like. Yeah, is this a bit or is this like a fetish thing?
that's him, Catboy.
What?
wait, where's the fucking
The person who exists on the internet.
Catboy. This guy.
Let's see. Let's see what we're looking at. What are we working with here?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not gonna let me show you like that. I have to
actions
reshare.
and not his looks? Because we're better than him. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
Again,
just-
I just wanted to confirm that it was the cat guy.
Yes,
I
it
didn't know
is.
that.
It's. I don't know why it's not showing it open, but yeah, whatever. Fucking weird Discord.
I'm
But
not,
yeah,
online
that's the
enough to know
Catboy.
about cat people.
It was one of my first.
One of
I
my
gotta be
best
honest with
friends
you. I've
were-
been here for a while.
But yes, I
Some of
mean,
my
looks
best friends are
aside,
cat
his character was in very poor taste that day.
It's one of the funniest things though. When for like a solid month when Matt and I were streaming, for some reason people were finding us in the furry tab.
What?
We can
Well,
never
I
figure
mean-
out why. Like we didn't talk about
probably
furries.
had the
We weren't dressing
tag
as
on,
furries.
maybe.
You know, I mean, I
Maybe
know
in the
sometimes they
beginning.
get a
It
little
was
scruffy,
vibes,
but
dude. No, yeah, big time
Could
fairy
you-
vibes on our early streams.
What's that, Aiko?
Weird.
Hey, listen, a click's a
Um,
click.
hey, there you go. I mean, is that what brings the
Especially-
clicks here? Like, how well
I mean,
do
in
those
a-
furry streams do? Or is it like
So
an-
I don't know how the furries do. I can say though that VTubers like they do like silly like Hassan-esque numbers. Like if you've never seen like if anytime Hassan's not on, if you look at who like the top 10 streamers are, just minus category, just by volume.
Right.
Like assuming Hassan isn't on, like 3 or 4 of your top 10 streams by volume will be VTubers. Like they do they do like Amaranth numbers. Like the big VTubers do between 10 to 20K concurrent.
When are we getting the James from the Internet VTuber?
I had one. I did one once. Once.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Do you like go on adventures?
No, my face was all fucked up. I had a bloody nose for like 3 weeks. It wouldn't stop, and they put these like balloons in my nose, and so like my face literally looked all fucked up. Like I look like I look like Rocky at the end of every Rocky movie. And like I hadn't streamed in 2 weeks, and somebody made me a VTuber thing, and I'm all like, how you all doing? And everybody's like, what the fuck? You're a cartoon. You sound like you're all jacked up. It's like, yeah, I just, my face was all fucked up for a couple of days, so I VTubed it. Only, my avatar didn't have arms, so I did this a lot. I pointed at stuff with my head. I'm like, look at this. Over here, on the screen.
Yeah,
like
I couldn't figure out the software. I was gonna do like something like that. I didn't know exactly that it was called VTube and shit like that, but I was gonna animate Matt and I, or just like start the show like that. But like, oh yeah, this is a total normally thing, but. No,
arms are the tough part. Arms are the tough part.
Weird. Like that should just seem too much. Like that's just too much of a time investment.
Are we ready?
I love the internet.
All right, what do you got?
Decided to,
show us what you got.
You know.
Let's see.
All right. So listen to this.
High enough. I'm not high enough.
You're not high enough? Oh, I'm not either, but still.
Dude, I hate.
Let me just
See,
read.
Tony is a Disney adult, so they sense cartoon talking animal vibes. Oh, yes, that must be it. I must have been talking Disney content.
Oh, wait. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my lap. Wait. Oh, duh. I already took it out of my pocket. Jesus. Yeah, a little
Maybe
bit.
you are feeling it a little bit, you know.
My
maybe
nap, my lap. Jesus, fuck. I'm sorry,
See?
what?
Maybe you're feeling it. Maybe it's kicking in. See, look.
It is kicking in. for real. Except I'm so discombobulated. I hate when like it's full screen, then the Discord window freezes. Fucking annoying. Anyway, so part of this accusation was towards. This is just what's on the screen right now. When Dylan was arguing, or not really arguing, but just being engaged with by that person. Bad faith. The only time I've seen you do any reporting, you exploited someone's sexual harassment allegations by leveraging your power as her landlord / significant other / boss, profiteered off of the coverage, fucked it all up, and ended up having to walk everything back. This ain't it, king. Yeah, so basically, just listen to what he's saying.
I hate to pull this card, but my mom was a homeless resident in DC. I give a whole lot of
You hated, but you did it. You hated to do it, but you did it. You didn't have to, but you did it.
I'm going to.
Exploiting people? Exploiting your own fucking mom. That's pretty sad, man.
God, isn't it painful? It's like
you're using and leveraging your mom's experience, horrible as it is, in order to score a point on a fucking Twitch debate panel. That's some fucking shit, dude.
This isn't a panel. I know all you do is
Fair
run
enough.
a panel
It's not a
ticket.
panel.
This is a conversation. Well, this is not even a conversation. This is a yelling thing.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, the reason I said that is I was trying to express to you that I give a lot of a fuck about housing insecurity, people losing their homes. Because the reason I got into politics in the first place is because my mom did dope and was homeless, and that fucked me up, and I don't like that shit. And that's where I got my trauma, since you care so much about trauma, right? And that's something I care about, and I share that information with you. I didn't mean to exploit it in a debate. If you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck. But that means a lot to me, and I care about this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's absurdity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because basically, you know, I don't know how many people were around during the, you know, the
thing.
the mess that was made. Wasn't that the origin of Methstiny, right? Like the Methstiny story. Because I mean, Destiny's involved somehow all the time, always. But anyway, it was no. He saved
Destiny's
Prime's
world. We all just
career
live in
by he just happened to accidentally accidentally consumed meth and was still on meth while he saved Prime's entire like streaming career by interceding on a poor
accidentally?
Well, I mean, you take something
like he was roofied.
No, there just happened to be meth in I think ecstasy, like they were doing ecstasy or something, and there happened to be meth in it. I think that's the drug interaction, but I'm not sure what they, you know, I don't know what they put meth in. Whatever that drug that they put meth in sometimes without you knowing.
As a 3-decade consumer of disco biscuits, I'm going to tell you it's pretty fucking rare to get enough meth in a disco biscuit that you get jacked. I'm going to just throw that. Because assuming it's
What
a
else
disco
do you
biscuit, you're
have?
talking chocolate chip cookies, which means you got big
mean-
brown chunks that bring you down and a whole bunch of neutral stabilizer that makes the pill.
The better
What, the
excuse is I
ecstasy?
thought they were doing lines of blow. You know, it was like I
Yeah.
just thought it was.
Oh,
cooked,
then maybe
right?
that's what
and
that
then
was.
was
I mean,
fucking up for
honestly-
2
I
days.
would buy that. I would buy that. Yo,
I-
James says
That's,
checks out.
I put money on that.
Okay, well then, I'm gonna say that's probably what it was. Whatever it was, that's what it was.
I think I
Anyway,
remember, and
so
you were
he-
right, Echo. He just didn't
Yeah,
know
when you-
that the difference between meth and ecstasy.
Right,
Here,
right, right.
when you
Gotcha.
do a line and you're up for 4 days, that's meth. Just in case
So-
anybody was wondering, if you were like going through your Rolodex of personal experiences and you were like, might wonder, that's the delineator. That's how you know.
Yeah. Also,
No
be
secret.
don't take it from weird-looking people either. Like if you don't feel safe, don't be safe. What about Fabian? I don't know what.
Oh, somebody think I was Fabian?
No, not you. Someone, I think
hope
that
not.
was
I hope not.
before.
You're not abusing T-shirts. Fabian Liberty is a T-shirt abuser.
Fuck Fabian and
Like-
If Fabian owns a tracksuit, we're gonna have issues.
However, yes, you can go. You can. Well, I mean, his life is gonna turn to shit. Does it really matter?
It's the fate of all libertarians.
Well, I mean, I don't want Matthew's life to fall apart. He's the one like decent seeming ANCAP who just seems confused. I think he just thinks everyone thinks like him. You know what I mean? Like people think that like, oh yeah, reasonable people, like things are a mess, but if all the reasonable people did the things, then it would be fine. Not realizing how many different kinds of people there are.
So what I'm hearing is we can fix him.
There's so many problems.
I will be down for. I mean, last username's probably fine where he is, but there's no fix for Fabian because he's just a liar and a baby. What can you do? Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo won Best New Artist.
Oh
I
shit!
don't know who that is.
Yeah, that album's pretty good.
Wait. Wait, last username did an anonymous confession on Mr. Girl's stream? What the fuck?
Well, it's not very anonymous if you know who did it. It's kind of not anonymous.
Oh god, I'm scared. Did he let anything out?
Am I missing something here?
No, I keep checking over at the Grammy News to see if anybody gets smacked around again.
I think they have like a one pimp smack per award show season rule. I don't know if you all know. So I worked in TV for about 10 years, and the overwhelming majority of what I did was award shows. So I worked at like Dick Clark, which I know sounds funny. Dick Clark was the old American Bandstand dude who had the stroke and was like, all right. Well, he used to be a real human being. And so Dick Clark Productions did like 10 of the 40 award shows during award show season. So like all I did all year from like November through the end of May was award shows. Just like one after the like the Golden Globes, the AMAs, the ACMAs, the Spirit Awards, the Grammy Awards, like, and you just do them like all in a line. It was like a season, all in a line, like Destiny with the math. It was just like,
there was a reason why I was saying that. Wait.
Award shows are wild. Y'all have no idea.
I mean, I would assume like it would be something like at least the after party would be something crazy. It'd be like something all Madison Cawthorn, right? Where like the weird sex orgies or.
I don't even know.
I'm just trying to picture Mitch McConnell being like, Madison, do you want to come to the sex party? It's on Friday. Me and Elaine. It's a sex party. You should just come by. Like, what? Like, yeah, dude's like 100.
Not for nothing. We were trying to parse this thing out last time on the stream, and like I being way more inclined to join a GOP sex party than a Republican. I mean, than a Democratic one.
What? I I don't think I agree with that.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean, just weigh this out. Okay, Nancy Pelosi invites you to a weird politician sex orgy, or Ted Cruz invites you to his.
I'm still going to Pelosi's.
Yes,
'cause at least she has ice
Pelosi's.
cream.
Yeah, like I get ice
Like,
cream when
it's
I'm
fine,
done being fucking accosted. You know.
Like I'm just thinking, all those conservatives probably save all their like most freaky moments for the sex party.
Like, I think he like there's definitely people like there's definitely sex parties, right? I just don't know if like anybody would invite him, right? That little creep.
I actually think he's pissed because he didn't get invited.
Yep,
That's what I'm saying. I think he made that shit up, right?
That makes a lot more sense.
He's like, nobody will invite me
I'm
to the
totally
sex
sure it's a
parties, but I guarantee
Yeah, I'm
this
sure
is
it's a
happening.
thing. I just don't think that story he told, like,
Right, so maybe this was like.
I just
part
think
of
he's a
his plan,
bullshitter.
right? So like he probably heard,
Yeah,
like,
he
all
puts
the
it out there.
politicians
Exactly.
Get
That's a good
invited to
idea.
the sex party, but he keeps missing the invite. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna float this out there. Maybe that way I get their attention, and then I get the invite the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throwing the flag out, like.
Is that the Twitch version of complaining about panels until somebody invites you onto a panel?
Exactly. You see, it's not without precedent. Look, all I know is that Oscar party. I mean, not the Oscar party. The Oscar award show. Puffy went out there and said, "Okay, we're gonna work this out a little bit later in the after party." It's like, how was that gonna go? All right.
Apparently not well.
I still don't.
I'm in the minority of people who believe that that was actually a setup.
What?
I don't know about all
The
y'all.
whole thing was in real.
The whole slap.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen professional slapping?
Yeah, that's really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
they have
that
shit
shit's
on, like,
fucked up, man.
Yeah, they have that shit on like ESPN 8, The Ocho. Like they have that shit
Those-
over there.
Those fuckers
It's
hit the
professional
kill, dude.
slapping.
That shit's not nice.
Right. So have you ever noticed in professional slapping, like they have rules in the whole thing, and like one of them is when you're the one getting slapped, you take your hands and you put them behind your back like this, because if you have your hands up and you see a hand coming peripherally, there's like a reaction to put your hand up. So you put your hands behind your back, and if you go look at that slap, like Chris Rock literally had his hands behind his back. He was like bracing for impact, like the whole nine. And like Will's got mad wingspan and trained for 2 years for Ali, and if he wanted to put him out, he could have.
Yeah, it looked pretty fake to me too. I thought.
Now I agree that the open hand
Right.
slap has more like connotation to it, but
No, but why would he give up his award? Why would he be like,
Oh, he didn't
he
give
made
him
it.
his award.
He won
Like,
the best.
he
actor.
retired from the
He won
academy.
He got a tearful.
Yes,
He got a
exactly.
standing ovation.
Why would you
Yes,
do?
and $200 million.
Yeah, he's.
Wait, what?
and if
Will
you
Smith's
think
worth
it's a
$200
setup,
million.
then
The
It's
academy
so-
can go
it's
fuck
so-
itself.
Oh,
he
right,
probably
right.
had their blessing. Like it's probably all like he'll rejoin if he has to. Like it's not like if this
but
was
what?
all
No,
a setup,
he-
then those guys would be
Wait,
okay
did
with
he do
it.
it voluntarily? Like,
But right,
did he give it
yeah,
up?
that's a good point though. I mean, why
Yeah.
why bother with the resignation at all if it was just a staged event?
It's all part of it. I mean, why did the Oscars keep inviting Roman Polanski to the Oscars even after everybody knew he's a fucking pedo?
And then he gets.
Well,
So the
yeah,
people would
that's
talk
all
about the
of
Oscars the
Hollywood,
next
though,
day.
right? That's
Yeah,
like
he
every
gets to
yeah.
do this like whole like loner, like storyline, right? Where he's just like, like off like training on his own or whatever.
Yeah, right.
You know? And then he'll do some redemption shit, like if he has to, like if he's in like some Oscar bait
Redemption
next
arc.
year, and he has to like do the press the flesh, he'll get back in, no problem. It'll work out fine for him.
I can
He'll
see
take-
it now. Will Smith is gonna do another Oscar bait movie with Chris Rock in it, and then Chris Rock's gonna win Best Supporting Actor.
That would be amazing.
I think Will lay low for a couple of years, like 2-3 years, and then he'll like under the radar without telling anybody. He'll do like some indie film, some like low budget indie film that's all about the story and the characters, And the next thing you know, Will Smith will get he'll get nominated for an IFC Spirit Award for Best Independent Film. That's what Will's gonna do. He's gonna spend 3 years and just kick it and chill on his pile of $200 million that he has. Which, for the record, if you have $200 million, you don't give a shit about anything else because, well, you have $200 million.
True.
So you're good. Oh no, the Academy.
The one that said he was retiring from it.
I wouldn't.
Oh, he did, huh? Like you said before that.
They didn't do that to him.
Look, we'll
He
give you
did
the
that
award,
himself.
and you can do your whole routine.
Retire.
Yeah, your
No, no.
pseudo retirement.
He retired himself, though, didn't he?
He resigned. Right,
That's what I'm
it's not.
saying. You get the award, and you go out in the blaze of glory.
Not, it's
That's a
not.
sweet deal.
Wait, but yeah. So this is all they didn't make any decisions. It's every step of the way is his. He did it for drama then. Yeah. I don't know if Chris was. I don't know how Chris is.
Chris Rock don't give a fuck. What's Chris Rock done the last 5 years? He ain't made dick.
Well, I mean, I heard that also Chris
Chris
has a
Rock?
thing where he can't really read what do you call it, nonverbal cues all that well. But the other thing is for me, I don't think if assuming it's not staged, I don't think Chris thought Will would probably do something like that. He was probably thinking, all right, he said a joke, and then Will Smith is gonna do some sort of good-natured rubbing, you got me there.
He expected him to grab his shoulder or something.
Yeah, or
something like that. Some sort of friendly thing, and oh man, that was you joked about my wife.
I gotta admit though,
it's 1,000% publicity. So it was pre-planned on someone's behalf, but not. I don't think Chris Rock volunteered for that.
No.
So
fake,
it's
fake or not. Fake or not, Will really threw his hip into that fucking slap. It looked really good.
He did.
It was a nice looking. I mean, if you're gonna slap somebody, it was a very nice looking slap.
He short armed it though. He short armed it.
He
Yo, J-Beers, thanks for the
wait. Let me here. I will pull. I'll make it.
His
big
arm was pulled in halfway. It was like this. He short armed that shit. Will's got a long wingspan.
Yeah.
True.
And then he would have cranked him.
Okay.
But look, you'll see Chris Rock's got his hands behind his back like he's in a professional slap fight.
I'm gonna run a poll.
He wasn't thinking he was gonna do anything. He thought he was gonna maybe give him the fake little jabs.
Will was all
no.
I'm gonna...
But you would think if Will walked up to him looking, with that mean intent, be put the mean Will Smith face on, he would maybe be expecting something.
They put his hands behind his back. I'm telling you, that's where it got janky for me.
All right, I just put the poll up chat. Slap Rock, was it real or fake?
You're not gonna be able to find it like that.
I think it was staged. Look, he's got his hands behind his back, waiting for him. He's leaning his head up like this. He's leaning with his head forward with his arms behind his back. That's the slap receiving position.
It's just him being Listen, why would you don't if Chris
everybody seems to think it's fake here.
No. If Chris Rock if he had flinched at all, and he just grabbed him by the shoulder, he looked like such a bitch. So of course he's gonna hold. He just probably didn't expect it to follow through like that. So I'm gonna put this on way slow.
For a weak joke like that. It wasn't even.
it wasn't even.
They asked Ricky Gervais, right, what he would have said, and he said, "Oh, I would have gone right for the fucking boyfriend joke."
Yeah.
If Chris Rock goes ahead and does that joke,
Richard,
then that's a little bit more severe. Then I can understand, Will's feeling some kind of way about it, but still not doing the slap. Having some words backstage, or there was an altercation backstage you hear about later. I get that.
Look.
He's got arms on the back and he's leaning forward with his face. He's presenting the target.
Let's see.
Wait, this is. Oh wait, I'll go.
Will short-armed it. Will short-arm that shit. Look at how short he short-armed that shit. He had his arm at like a 90. Like,
Hell
if you
yeah,
go like
JB.
that. He couldn't get
Look
that
at
whole-
the angle we have.
Let's go.
Look at the angle we have. Okay, look at the angle we have, and then never mind that Chris Rock has a history of knowing exactly what kind of hair this kind of is because he did a documentary on it in 2009. So it's not like this wasn't without a extensive history behind it.
True.
No, I cannot ask about
Well,
people's
they said that he didn't know about the alopecia. Right? That's what the
genitals.
claim is.
Right, because it's not like all three of them have
Considering
the
he did a
same
documentary
publicist.
on it. Considering
Yeah,
he
all
did a
three of them-
documentary on it.
Wait,
All
I'm
three of them
doing
have
it
the same
frame by
publicist.
frame by frame. Okay. So,
Look, he's leaning into it.
okay, forward.
And Will short arms that shit. He got good hip, but he short armed it.
Wait,
Is this anything like this ever happened?
he was not
Because it-
expecting it. He
it's-
didn't flinch. You would have
That's what I
flinched
mean.
at this
remember
point.
him-
Like, there's no way you could take that and not flinch. I mean, especially Chris Rock's gonna take that on the chin and not flinch. He's not Kobe.
Like, he's
What?
been in Hollywood for a long time, been a
True.
big
You
time
don't-
star, and I had never seen any kind of altercation like this before. You'd think that if he
Yeah,
had this
so
kind
you
of
wouldn't
temper,
expect it.
shit would have popped off at some other time,
Right.
you know, previous
You would
event.
have you
What would be the
wait,
point
hold
of
on, I'm
staging
gonna
it though? Just to like
Wait.
get everybody
Before
talking
you-
about it, or
Yeah,
Will
but
Smith,
award shows have
fucking
had the
Will
shittiest
Smith.
ratings for years, and now they're fucking
like
they're
the
gonna be through the
Kardashian
roof.
move.
Right?
So my chat
I
says
got two
it's
quick
fake.
theories.
54% of my chat says it's fake.
There you
Okay,
go.
one
All
of
right,
the
I got two
factors
quick theories on
is-
this. Number one, Oscar ratings keep plummeting. Number two, Chris Rock used to get paid $6 million a film, and he hasn't done a feature film in 5 years.
What was the?
Oh, when's the last? What is the last
Wait,
movie that Chris
what?
Rock's done? 'Cause I
Wait,
saw him on
one-
Empire.
Think about it.
He's
Wait,
definitely
what?
gonna
Wait,
get
wait.
something.
One, what's
So
one?
I had someone brought up a good point. Does he slap the ground? Does he stomp the
Holy-
ground at the same time with his foot? Isn't that like the classic wrestler
Wait.
slap?
The wrestling
when you
slap?
The wrestler?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to do it.
And he didn't
Do
have
our
like a
our
bruise or
quiz.
anything, did he?
Looking, I'm telling you. He,
Wait,
Oh,
can
it's
you hear
leading
me?
into that.
Can you hear me right
Swelling or
now?
something.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I was muted. Could people
I never
hear
know when you're
me?
muted.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hey,
I'm,
what
I
on
want
that,
to take a
Russ?
poll. I don't know. Is my microphone still low?
No, I can hear you fine.
Been low
You're good now.
during this time?
You were fading in and out before when you were playing the video the first time. The audio was going in and out. The green box
Oh.
around you was going in and out.
Okay.
Clear what he's
Okay.
mad about.
Here. What'd you say?
I'm kind of unclear what he was mad about because the audio kept cutting out the first video.
Oh, he made a joke about his wife being bald, because apparently he
Oh,
didn't know that Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia.
Okay, no, yeah, that part. I was talking about earlier. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know. I'm getting stoned now. So listen. Just look at it, okay? I do not believe. How much money is Chris Rock worth? Also, how much is his fucking dignity worth?
That $7 million to film.
Hit him though.
Wait, just look, because the point is, I don't know how you could. I don't know. I guess they're both actors. Whatever. Let's see. I'm just gonna push it forward a little
when
bit.
He's like making
Yeah, apparently
contact.
Chris Rock has a net worth of $60 million.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say
he's not
doing
broke.
alright.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it for.
He's doing pretty all right.
It fall through. They're doing it for the industry, though. You know, that's
What?
the idea
No.
would be.
No,
It's like a sacrifice.
No, there's no one
you know?
fucking cares. You think Chris fucking Rock cares more about whether the Oscars will live on? What
It's
are
gotta
you
help his
thinking?
career.
There's if they're getting paid.
He's
Not
getting something out of
Rock.
it too.
No one gave a fuck about him.
He's
No
gonna-
one
I
gave
mean,
a
think
fuck about
He's
him
gonna
still.
write a book. He's gonna like go on, talk shows and shit.
No.
Like he already has.
He's gonna be on
I
Oprah.
mean, he's gonna do a
Yeah.
string of like comedy tour of like his comedy tour where he talks about the slap.
No one
Maybe he'll like
cares.
go on Rogan
Oh,
or
wait,
something.
wait.
Oh, people will absolutely.
He already,
care. And it does a whole
he already
segment about that.
he already had said something about it in one of his stand-ups, like something about
Yeah.
not talking about it or whatever.
His shit got lit up so hard already that now I didn't even know Chris Rock was on tour, but now all of a sudden, you know how I know? Because there's 483 articles and press releases about Chris Rock being on tour, and now at all his shows, people have to turn over their cell phones so that there's no audience recording. Hey, you know who had no idea that Chris Rock was on tour before the Oscars and the slap?
Everybody.
And everybody's still talking about it a full 7 days later. Yeah. But you know, by and large, the way that things have gone, it looks a lot more favorable for Chris, right? I mean,
he's the victim.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So, I mean, you know, in that sense, you know, that's a win for him.
Hold on.
Will's just got to take a 3-year vacation from movies, you know.
I think Will's fine. You know, he'll be okay. You know, like
going out on top.
Yeah, going out.
I don't know. It looks like he got him though. It does look like he got him.
Maybe he'll go back
I don't know
to
if he
his
got
first
him
love.
hard, like super hard or whatever, but he did. It looks like he got him.
No. That was a Hollywood slap. He short-armed it. His elbow was
God,
bent.
you're fucking right. Stop it. No, you're right.
It didn't even,
Because
it
he's,
barely
like,
even looked
looking-
like it made
Wait.
contact to me.
Hold on. No, it did. But Chris
It's
looks
not-
shocked, right? He looks shocked.
He looks like
because it was
Hollywood
harder
shocked,
than he
though.
expected it to be. Because okay, if it was planned together, he's like, wow, because it was harder than he thought it would be. Just wait. I'm gonna put on the audio now. So I'm leaving at 2.5. Well, okay, no, that didn't make any sense. Never mind. I'll do normal.
The
that was a nice one. Okay.
Afterwards, I don't know.
I'm out here.
Wait, just hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, man, he got
The sound was weird.
Look, they just
like,
threw away.
hit him with his
Wow, you
palm.
totally slapped me. Look, like that with the response. Will Smith's
like
2
he hit
steps
him
away.
with,
Chris Rock's already talking.
Look at his face. Look at Will Smith's fucking face too.
be honest,
Like,
I
and
thought
then
it-
before.
He's doing his job. Look at him.
I
Oh
thought
my
it would have been
God.
funnier if they actually started fighting. Though. I don't.
No,
I don't
no,
really
no,
care.
no.
Yeah,
They
he's
look
not
like they just got
angry.
away with something.
He's like, I just did my job.
He
Like,
looks smug as shit, man.
Yeah.
That leans back.
They do.
Like, yeah, I'm Will Smith. I'm just entitled to go ahead and smack somebody around if I want
Look at
to.
this. Yeah. His face is still to the side and he's still kind of smiling. It's kind
Yeah,
of
because
like.
he just got to smack somebody on TV. It's pretty fucking cool. I want to fucking pace somebody on TV.
Dude.
he demands satisfaction.
It's definitely sus to say the least.
You know the stupid thing.
Wait, who's
before-
Richard?
Well,
Exactly.
that's who he won the Oscar.
He won the Oscar for the movie King Richard.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the name of the character. It was supposed to be Venus and Serena Williams' daughter. Look, and he's like, oh, yeah, you slapped me. Ha. Really? Come on.
Yeah, this is after a
defending him,
post
too.
slap.
Well, I think I thought Chris was trying to like play it off.
There wasn't even a second to play off. He hit him and he just went, wow. Like,
And Will
there
Smith's
wasn't
face-
no, did you just fucking hit me? Yeah, Chris should have gotten an Oscar for that improv, right? Well, technically, you would be an Emmy because it's on TV, but
It's not even an
Chris Rock
improv.
deserves
Look, he's
Yeah,
fucking.
I thought it would
supporting
have been
actor.
He would have just ducked.
He's smiling. This is right after.
hey, smile. You
going
just got to slap a
backwards.
motherfucker on TV.
I'm going frame by frame.
Okay.
This is
It's like an actual
backwards.
investigation.
So this
now.
is
Yeah, this is deep forensics.
he is
at this
swing.
point.
You're seeing. This is after. We're going backwards from
Right.
the beginning.
Look,
It
he
looks like
slaps
he's
down
fucking.
on him. It's weird. It's not.
His hand was so.
Look at how close he. It's just
Yeah.
you don't slap from that distance. Look, he's like, eh.
Here.
He lifts his hand all the way up and cocks his elbow in, so there's no rotation. He just rotates his hip and goes, eh.
Well, I mean,
Ugh.
what do you want to do though? How hard can you hit someone?
But you don't hit, when you go to slap somebody, you don't slap them up close where your elbow's bent. You slap them from a distance where your arm's at, so you get velocity. And then you fucking crank them. Will stepped all the way into him and then bent his elbow. Keeping in mind that Will Smith has literally spent years doing fucking action movie fighting
I
sequences.
mean, he probably didn't want to take him out though.
He trained for Ali. I mean, he played Muhammad Ali, you know, so he definitely knows how to throw a punch.
His
right.
I don't know, but his like smile doesn't look like he just thinks it's funny. It wasn't like, oh shit, I did something weird. Like, do you feel like he doesn't look
weird.
like
They rehearsed it.
right? Like he doesn't like it doesn't look like he feels like oh there's gonna be like issues. Look, he looks
Maybe
fucking.
he didn't think that either.
smug.
You know, I mean, that's the other possibility too. Is that maybe he didn't even think that much of it until Will's reaction when he was sitting back down in the chair, right?
Maybe he's just kind of not very.
Maybe.
Are you saying?
If anything, that was the part that was the most awkward, was how silent the whole fucking place was, and him just bellowing out that. It was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Now, to me,
now it's uncomfortable. Like the slap didn't bother me. The fucking screaming was.
But to me, the screaming is the part that sounded like bad acting. To me, the screaming sounded like bad acting. That is the part where I was like, it sounds like when Will Smith like didn't rehearse a line. If you ever see him where he like ends up yelling at somebody, and I don't know if it's just he doesn't rehearse it well or somebody's not directing him well. But that's kind of what it looked like. It's almost like all I kept seeing is Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You know,
Scientology hazing.
Pissed, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, they do so much emoting on screen that you expect them to look how they do in the movies, right?
Why didn't he yell what first? What?
Yeah, why didn't he yell at it first?
I mean, well, this isn't slap to embarrass. Yeah. Training for studio fighting doesn't prepare you to actually hit someone.
But when Will did Ali, he was actually getting sparring in the ring with real boxers and shit like that. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
He did
Yeah.
actually have training.
Was your donation block? Oh, it's the
Well, I
alert
mean,
off?
Chris Rock is a pretty skinny dude, and Will Smith is like not. You know, he's a pretty big, tall dude. You know.
Yeah. True.
Will Smith didn't purposely stride up to get really close to him
I'm
so that
so
he had
sorry.
his arm
Hold on
cocked
one
in.
Yeah.
Like if
I'm
he'd
sure.
had a distance, he'd have
Yeah.
spun him. Chris Rock
If he-
would have floated
oh,
4
yeah.
feet.
Also, thank you.
Oh yeah, if he really wanted to knock
Dobry
Chris
with
Rock
the
on his
100
ass, he could do it easily.
He short armed that shit.
No, the more interesting debate was the one that Matt and I have when we were saying who would win, Will during his Fresh Prince days, or Everybody Hates Chris in his high school days. Because remember at this point, Will's skinny as shit too.
True.
So you got to think like Chris at that point, grew up, he's living in Bed-Stuy. Will, he's out there in Bel Air. You never see Will get in a fight other than that initial
Fresh
one.
Prince was tough though. Like Chris was kind of a nerd.
I would say like I wouldn't think Will Fresh Prince days is all that tough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, your reminder that the brand new remake of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air first season episodes now premiering on Apple TV this week, the week after the Oscars. Where I believe is it Apple TV or is it Hulu?
Is it? I think it's on Paramount, isn't it?
I am not letting somebody bastardize my childhood by watching that dramatized version of a comedy. No, I will not.
Yeah.
Call me fucking old. Maybe I'm old, but like, there's only one Uncle Phil. I'm sorry.
Nope.
There's only one
They
Carlton.
made it a gritty drama.
Yeah,
instead.
no.
Singing?
No.
Like a song and dance number though in the commercial. It looked like there was like a routine that was like choreographed, right?
They're at least gonna do like some version of the song, right? I mean, right?
Oh, dude, it's gonna be sick. I bet. It looks tight.
Well-
I think they made Carlton like a weird like internet edgelord though, didn't they?
Yeah, they made him.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
an asshole, it looks like.
Yeah.
But see, it's because I remember they
He's
they
like a
did
fucking
this,
Pepe or something.
they did, there was a fan trailer of like a dramatic version of Fresh Prince that they did like a few years ago. Maybe the last year, I remember. It was a while back, whatever it is. So I mean, and then like people were all like, "Oh, this looks dope to actually make it." That's the way they do. That's the way they get test audiences. That's what they did. They just they put like this, this video out there. Fan made, apparently. Nobody knows the fan. And then all of a sudden they get to see if people have the appetite for a drama version of Fresh Prince.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at all these things that none of us knew last week before the Oscars. None of us knew Chris Rock was out touring. None of us could remember whether or not they were making Fresh Prince remakes or if it was fan fiction. There's all this stuff just mysteriously all of a sudden everybody knows about this stuff for a whole week after the Oscars.
Yeah, I think that this is a thing here. I think that it would be very, very much something that people would do, because I know we want to believe something about this situation one way or another, but these are literally, just think of them as like if they were Hassan.
Actors?
Okay? No, like Hassan. Like these these are fucking, they're basically like I don't know. They're trying, oh, you know what? Okay.
They're no longer human beings.
It's like a reality TV show.
To this new generation. No, seriously. They see people like Hassan, and it's like not Hassan himself, but like people who are actually engaging, like live streamers. It's passing them by, and they're trying to figure out how to get involved, but also, like Hassan, they don't figure out that like talking directly to people is a thing too. So just think of them as if they were Hassan, someone that's disconnected from the rest of live streaming, or at least like this, I don't know, Twitch area. Basically what I'm saying is a lot of us have parasocial feelings. So if you liked Will Smith or Chris Rock before, and if you don't now,
Care less about any of them.
it's good that you know now, like that it's parasocial. What?
I couldn't give it a shit less.
I like some of the. I like
that again?
Philly, like the year when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, he was came out on the field and all that. It was cool. Like he's like a a famous Philadelphia guy. So I always I'm sympathetic to him.
Will Smith's now like a Thaden level Scientologist out in LA.
Yeah,
he's in his
I appreciate both of them. I like both of their movies, but I'm not gonna get hung up on the slap. Cool if you come out with a great movie, awesome. If you don't, whatever.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit.
That's the other thing. But as a person, yeah, it's disappointing when you find out that someone is not who you thought they were, but we don't know. They could all be murderers and we wouldn't know.
This is true.
I assume
most of them are.
Don't have heroes, you know?
Anyone who's that rich.
Go meet half your favorite rock bands backstage.
Oh, God. Oh, every band that you liked. If you were a teenager in the early 2000s or ish around, if you were around as a semi-adult in the early 2000s, then every favorite band you had someone that had sex with someone your age in it. You know? When you were
weird.
Young adults.
Wow, wait till I tell you about the
underage.
80s.
Okay, listen. I'm just saying they're around. Listen, as we're getting older, it's catching up. So a lot of the Me Too stuff happened. Some people. Oh, actually, one of my friends from high school, during the Twitch Me Too thing, I didn't even know he was a like an actual person who was like successful. He disappeared on the day that everything dropped because he was one of the people being outed as like the major Twitch predators, and I didn't know because there are reasons why we're not friends anymore, and I just overheard Destiny like read his name from like the list of all the people when that happens, and it's just kind of like he was in the middle of talking about standing in solidarity with these victims when he found out that like there was a victim talking about him, and then he was like, what a fucking liar, and then he cut his stream, and he has not been back since that day, however many months ago it was. You remember that day? Anybody?
No.
Okay. Well, fine. It was like when, oh, you know what, James? I don't know if you were like really active.
It could have been during my
around
break.
then. It might have been.
Yeah,
I think
when I had my first surgery, I dipped for like, I was off platform for like 7 months, so I did miss a chunk
Oh
of
yeah,
shit.
it was yeah, it was during that, and I think probably someone else. Listen, someone else.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is that rich people hunt and eat other humans. Got it.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Well,
saw that documentary
also
too.
not necessarily,
No,
but
totally.
also
Wait, well, you
they're
think,
people.
Like most dangerous game is an actual thing.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
I thought everybody knew that.
Wait, and like, I wonder if they like have
During the
is this, like, a
Hassan
hard
stuff?
ban situation where they just go around
No.
the cities and next thing you know, you're
No,
out.
I think
in
it's
the
more
middle
like American Psycho.
like
You know,
Oh wait,
they
wait.
just disappear, fucking homeless people.
We need that adrenochrome, you know.
oh man.
Good stuff.
All the adrenochrome. I'm still waiting for my paycheck from Soros, though.
Any day now. Any day now. It's like trickle down. Soros checks and Reagan economics. They're both the same. Any day now.
Lord. Fairy tales and right wingers' heads. I'm very high. Shit.
I'm very stoned. I don't even know what to. I don't even know how to really.
I have a really good like sweet spot. You know, I have to get like the right amount of high, not too like sober or too high, and then you know, like really like fun and chatty and talkative.
I just end up jumping topics a lot.
What is this too high you speak of?
I'm still trying to figure out what aliens would look like if we could design them without having ever seen what we've been told they look like.
They look mostly human because all creatures make other creatures in their own image.
Well, that's no fun. Like,
have you seen like primates make like rudimentary dolls? Like it's kind of the same thing. It's like a rag stick figure kind of thing. Like creatures will make other creatures in their own image because they lack perspective.
I mean, you don't think there'd be some convergent evolution? Just like coming up.
Hypothetically speaking, if there were
ours?
aliens out there, I'm going to assume they look nothing like us, because there's too many varied environment types on the millions of different planetoids around the universe to think that, you know, the first intelligent life from across the universe that finds us happens to be like some white dude named Steve.
Well, it just seems to be like a lot of Earth-like planets, though, right?
I think they're going to be
So,
like squid or
like Earth.
octopus people.
Yeah.
Because
That's also possible.
octopode, I just learned the other day that the plural of octopus is octopode. Octopode are extremely intelligent, and I mean they can get out of their tanks and stuff and like get into shit. Like they can open doors.
You would be
They're super
horrified.
smart.
Go look at a video of a squid walking on land.
Yeah, they're like
It'll fucking horrify you.
I've seen that.
They're just like slap, 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 slap. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
So-
some creepy shit.
So yeah, I'm just saying, That's what I think. I think if there's otherworldly creatures out there, like maybe there's something like that. With some human aspect to them in some way, shape, or form.
A lot of people think that the gray aliens, the famous ones, are like some sort of robot, right? Do you think it's plausible that a alien species would design a robot in a humanoid shape, a vaguely humanoid shape?
That's not bad.
Right?
Maybe to make them non-threatening.
Right. Right. Yeah. You
like a Trojan horse.
It's kind of like when we're studying like apes in the wild and we throw out like a fake ape out there, right? So, like,
right. So, like if you're making something to do like basic exploration kind of stuff for you, you know, like go take
so they
samples.
come down and they're like, "How do you do, fellow humanoids?" Skateboard in the backpack. Yeah, I've seen that move.
They're still working on proportions, you know. They haven't got that part down yet.
Work on this, though, bro. You know,
I'm totally. We're fucking idiots.
Dude, in the Ninja Turtles movie I was talking about earlier, it worked. Like Raphael goes out and about in the city, like with a trench coat on, and he's just like a fucking big turtle. Right?
Yeah, nobody notices. It's like a 40-pound turtle with a head the size of a microwave oven. Nobody notices because he's got the coat on. It's cool.
I mean, it's New York, though.
New York City, you look vaguely human. You have clothes. You're not asking me for money. We're good. I would just keep walking now.
Like, how many times have you walked around Manhattan and seen something weird that any other place that might seem strange?
Oh, hold on. It looked like Aiko was frozen for a second.
Oh no, I was just
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, you're all frozen. Fuck.
Oh, Joe just scored up on top.
You know what's funny is people have asked me, people have like hit F on my chat because they thought that my screen was frozen, and I was just stoned sitting there looking at something like really intently trying to read it.
No, bro, I'm just hiding.
I just haven't moved in a long time.
Yeah.
They're like, he's not even blinking. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you got no glasses because you got the glasses on. People can't see if you're blinking, so they're not like blink twice if you're still conscious. Like, couldn't even do that shit. I thought you were stoned, you forgot you were wearing glasses, and you were blinking. Like, why are these people so fucked up that they don't register this? One or the other.
Did you say you just found out the other day that squids were smart? That octopus were smart?
No, I've known that, but I've always found that interesting. I was reading something more about it the other day though that like kind of reinforced. I just like have it jarred my memory about it, but
yeah, you know what animals seem like fucking creepy smart is otters. Otters seem like yeah, dude. Seriously, go look at some like just some YouTube videos of otters. Like people keep them as pets. It's pretty popular in like Japan and stuff like that. And
Kotaro and Hannah are my favorite YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite YouTube channels. I will watch.
But yeah, these little fuckers are like they're smart looking, and yo, they have like opposable thumbs and shit, dude.
Yeah, like raccoons.
Like they'll sit there and eat and like just chill by their food bowl and be like, oh, like they're eating popcorn and shit. Oh,
yo, you have not lived until
crazy,
you've watched
dude.
a video of a raccoon eating grapes. I
know what you're talking
grapes,
about.
They got these tiny little hands and they're all like it's the cute you just like, dude, that's adorable. Have I never seen this before? Like, I need to make a whole Twitch channel about raccoons eating grapes now. Like,
there's that one video of that old man sitting on his back porch feeding them whole bins of hot dogs.
oh yeah, where he's got like 40 of them around him. Like his wife used to feed them, and then his wife died or something, and then he started doing it. He didn't know any better, so he just like opened up the thing and like 400 raccoons swarmed him to eat hot dogs. It was all really weird.
Oh yeah, I've seen
saw
that
that.
one. I remember that shit. Yeah.
Attack of the Trash Pandas! Oh god!
Yeah, that was like a few years ago, I think.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
I remember that, but no, I'm not even joking. If you go on YouTube and you Google raccoon eating grapes, you watch 60 seconds of that shit, you're gonna be like, dude, why don't I have a raccoon for a pet? Like, yeah, it's adorable. It's infinitely cuter than whatever your dog or your cat does. I assure you.
I've always wanted a pet raccoon.
Those little grabby hands, like.
I've just always heard they're mean as fuck, though. I've always heard they're really mean.
I mean, you just gotta get them young. Socialize them.
No,
Wait,
like how big is an emperor
octopi?
penguin? Like a full-size emperor penguin?
Yeah, they're big.
Like 3 feet?
I would just
Octopode?
one
No,
now.
I'd be kind of freaked out. Like a 3-foot bird.
Like no, there's like the little ones. The
Yeah, you
what are
get the
they called?
little. Any kind of pet, you get little ones always.
Yeah.
Pigs, get them tiny little pigs. Goats, get them small fucking goats. Nobody's like, give me the largest goat you have. Like,
Like the rock hopper.
nobody's like, we're keeping it as a pet. I just
rockhopper penguin.
Yeah.
nobody's doing
Octopi
that.
made a city of their own. Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Ooh, what?
octopods can build. Yeah, octopod
yeah.
build cities. They build underwater structures. They're like fucking. I'm
They're
telling
gonna
you, they're
take
fucking.
over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
I
that
mean,
was
but
the
the
thing
one
I
thing-
learned the other day is the plural for octopus. That was what I learned.
Oh, it's
the other day.
octopod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only problem they're gonna have
That
is
is
that whole
not
It
Octopi.
should be
dying
octopi.
ocean.
Huh?
That's octopi.
What would it be like an
Octopi.
Wait, why do we think that it's not octopi?
It's octopode
Octopode?
or
This
octopod.
sounds like some sort of way to prepare octopus to eat or something, you know? Like,
No, I thought that's what it was. No, wait,
It's
am I?
technically they're octopodian.
Ah, that's true.
Listen,
So,
I can't
yeah, so-
believe anything
Hey,
that
what
I
up,
hear.
James?
Okay.
We're being told. I'm being told that the true avian enemies of the world are geese and swans. Penguins you could just knock over. It's the geese and swans you got to worry
Oh
about.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
no,
plural is
like,
octopodes.
Look, I don't want to let y'all know. I had a very severe altercation with a swan once. Those things are very mean.
Yeah, they
swans
are.
will fuck your shit up,
Geese-
dude.
All right,
Geese
guys,
have
we're
teeth
VC
on
chatting
their
this now.
tongues.
We're
I don't
VC
know,
chatting the plural of octopus.
Octopode. No, dead serious, dead serious. Geese have teeth on their tongue.
On their tongue.
Okay?
God damn
Yes,
it.
their tongue have teeth on them. That's how fucking whack they are. They're literally like 6 billion year old animals that never evolved. They're fucked up
see, I
weird ass
never-
dinosaur birds.
Geese are mean too.
mean,
That's
yeah,
what
I'm
I
very
know.
intense Bird phobia. So. But that's part of the
Yeah,
reason
I'm
why. Is
scared of
like
birds.
one of these times that I was out at a park, like a swan just like jumped out of the water at me. So, you know, I'm there seeing like the ducks are very peaceful, throwing them breadcrumbs or something. Next thing I know,
The
fucking
geese
swan-
roll up. Yeah, no, geese and swans are both fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, so I'm up in the Northeast. We have wild turkeys,
Oh yeah,
and
I have a turkey story as well.
yo, turkeys will give you the what stare. Like they'll all be walking together, they'll be hanging out, and like you go to like walk into a building, so you got to walk by them, and they do this. They're like, what? What? I'm just like, no, it's
Like,
cool,
I
turkey, I'm just
fucking
gonna go,
dare you.
Yo, you know what
They're like
other
2 feet
animals?
tall.
You know what other animals will do that kind of shit too, and they're kind of weird as fuck. They creep me out, anyways. Are llamas? Those
Oh
things,
yeah.
yeah, they'll
spit.
walk up and
Llamas
just
spit on
start. Yeah, you always hear that about camels, but seriously, you got to watch out for the llamas. They'll get your ass.
And
I'm
what are
in,
the other
I'm
ones,
in
the
Arizona, and there's a
smaller
lot of
ones?
ostrich farms, and for some reason, with the ostriches, they tend to have llamas and emus, and there's another creature like a llama, alpacas,
Alpaca.
Yeah,
and they'll have all of those
They can grow
together,
10 feet.
and they're all mean as fuck. They're all so mean, and there's always warnings, and there's always some tourist that you're hearing about getting their finger bitten off or getting spit at or some shit.
Hey, do not put your
You know.
hands in the cage. Like, like keep it safe distance.
Those things will fuck you up.
Yeah, ostriches are seriously dangerous. They'll put a hole straight through your chest with their talons and
Yeah.
shit. They're mean.
Yeah.
I don't even fuck around with those.
Wait, hold
Because
on,
we
I
have
gotta go
ostrich
get you.
races here. They actually race them. They have a big ass event like every year.
There's a big steakhouse down the highway from where I live. Like they have like those full grown ass ostriches behind, like the enclosure is about 3 feet down. But when those things come right up to the gate, they're like, just they're still taller than you. Even with
Oh,
that
yeah.
3. Yeah, no man.
You're like this thing. It kind of feels like it could kind of reach over and peck my eyeballs out.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I thought dinosaurs went extinct. It's like, nobody told this guy.
Right? Help me out.
Yeah. No, that turkey thing though. My aunt, she used to have chickens and turkeys on her at her house.
Oops.
Once, when I had to have been like 3 or 4, I was little. This turkey just came in, came out of like the pen or whatever, looking like just looking for a problem. Just turned his head to the side, started chasing me all around the fucking pen. Until my uncle pulled me out of there, man. Those things are fucking.
Holy shit.
Oh man, birds. It's like, no.
Yeah, birds are creepy, dude. They're like little dinosaurs.
Really, they are.
You know they have like real tiny.
You ever
little
seen
bones,
that with
right?
chickens? Chickens will eat almost anything.
Yeah.
If it's smaller than the chicken, they will try to kill it.
Yeah, I like chickens.
Yeah. Like what do they say that the closest living relative to T-Rex is a chicken?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Right? So like think about a T-Rex is like a 20-foot tall, 20-foot long chicken, right? It's about 15 feet tall. Like, yeah, you know what? I get it. That'd be terrifying.
So stoned.
Were you talking right now and didn't know you were muted?
Me?
Maybe.
No, I was just saying, the different animals. That I'm sorry.
Maybe. Okay, wait. I think I have to not be on this panel anymore. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I can't like process so many voices at one time. Is that cool? Wait, it's like 10:30.
No, that's actually we just hit the 2-hour mark and you are all to the good. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
I had a great time. I hope you did too.
I had a great time. Thank you for having me. And
Bye.
nice to meet you. Everyone, shout yourselves out here.
Oh yeah.
Like just tell people who you are because I'm too stoned. And if you feel like posting your name in my chat, I don't know any of the things, please. Someone can start.
Sure. I guess I'm the host of StonerCast. I'm Jason_Society here on Twitch, or Jason Society on all one word on Twitter. We talk cannabis and politics, and on Sundays we do StonerCast just like today. I hope you guys come back and follow and watch more.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
DrrtBag. I just like hang out and sometimes I stream on Twitch. DrrtBag. Check me out, I guess. Woo.
Very positive.
UnelectableAirwaves.
Yeah, Matt and I, we'll probably go on like right after this. Yeah, we'll probably go on right after this. We stream.
We just go late as shit. We're so late as shit. It's so.
Yep. Yeah, man.
I'm not sleeping. I just get like 0 sleep.
Yep.
What is sleep?
Problem, I admit.
You
like it. I mean, talk about StonerCast, dude. We usually get much deeper off the deep end. The later it gets.
It's true.
very pog.
Hell yeah.
Anyone else? James
James
are
stepped
you
away.
there?
My name's Sqidaedir. I just stream Monday through Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, and I just talk about stuff and listen to music and get high.
Pog.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And hi everyone. I got everyone here. I'm Sun Streams. Please follow me. I'll set up your panel for you, baby.
Thank you. Put your thing in my chat as well. Who else? Anyone?
I think we hit everybody except for James, but James stepped away, so.
Oh.
Did I say I was DrrtBag?
Is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah. Anyone just post your links in my chat if you feel like it. And yeah, I'm AikoRulz and I'm very stoned. So me and Ben have to go check some stuff out.
Hell yes. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you
Thank
taking the time.
you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful
Bye.
rest of your day.
All right. That was fucking awesome. she was hilarious, and
Aiko's great.
We got we got to get super high and shit with her.
Dudes. Yeah. Dude stream.
Yeah.
Yo,
Now it's a dude stream. Dude stream. I don't know what that means now, but you know, rock and roll. It just means we keep talking about dudes stream being dude stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That works.
Yeah.
Right. I just realized what time it is. I actually got a fucking. Yo, man, I don't know what happens. I get high and I start streaming, and then I'm like, oh, cool. I've been in my cave for like 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
James, you came on to hang out with me, man, and I was like, even telling you, I was like, I still want to go on I'd do the Tracksuit Mafia thing. So if you need anybody else, let me know. I would be happy to jump on that panel, and I'm so glad that you came on here. I appreciate having you.
I'm glad Aiko fucking dragged me on. I mean, I fucking, like, I know DrrtBag, I know Skid, so the rest of y'all fucking, I've seen most of you in passing on other shit, but, come roll by. I'm around most days. I'm usually high. You just can't tell because half the time I'm angry, but it's.
Sorry, did you just say cum roll?
I'm angry guy. Almost all day.
If you gotta do a cum roll, then you don't.
That's what we do. We get angry and then we get high, and then I'm like, okay, I'm high, and then like I'll cover another article and then I get angry again. So you know, it's a real roller coaster of emotions over at James from the internet. So
yeah,
I totally feel
come roll
that.
by anytime.
Yeah.
You said it again.
Yo, Matt and I like to go ahead and stream your content all the time, bro. So it's good to actually finally talk to you, bro.
Shit, yeah, I haven't made a YouTube video in like a month. I'm waiting to get another neck surgery.
I was waiting.
And they have me on like 3,000 milligrams of gabapentin a day, and I just can't fucking think straight anymore.
Oh.
So like, yeah, it's I'm all fucked up. So I'm streaming with just like one oar in the water. I haven't made a YouTube video in a month. Like it's fucked. But no, definitely fucking come swing by. I'm around all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yo, DrrtBag, I ain't seen you in a fucking hot minute, man. Where do you I know you're not doing Valheim
I mean, I
much.
stream
What are
at
you
night
rolling in?
sometime.
See, I'm on old man time.
Yeah. I've been building a
it's like-
video game.
Oh, that's. I mean, I've been watching what you're doing up there on the screen, but I know, like last time we talked, you were up on Valheim hard.
Yeah, I was definitely doing that. I haven't played that in a while, but I think they probably have some updates coming pretty soon or something. But yeah, you know, I just fucking play whatever, have a good time. You know me.
Yeah, no, I know, man. I was just, I rarely get to see you, so I thought I'd check up on you. You used to stream during the day, so I used to see you around all the time.
Yeah.
You switched time slots on me.
Yeah, it's been kind of like crazy and busy, so it's hard to get on in the daytime now, you know?
Hey, look, don't feel bad. Daytime's rough sled, man. There's no one around.
Yeah.
Daytime should
Yeah,
be
no
like,
shit.
ooh, I got 40 people, yeah.
Right?
No, it's not cool. Nighttime's where it's at. Plus, you know, you wait for Hassan to stop streaming, and then there's like 80,000 more people around. So
There you go. Yeah, true.
Talking about sucking all the oxygen out of the room, man. You gotta see me when I'm streaming at 3 p.m. hits, and I'm like, oh, half the people just left. That's nice.
That's why I always catch these guys when I'm getting off, because I stream late at night on Pacific time, and they just stream at like usually go a couple hours later than me, I think. But that's why I'm always able to rate unelectable airwaves.
Between me and East Coast, it's East Coast and being on old man time. It's like it's weird. It's literally there's a whole like portion of Twitch I'd never fucking see anymore.
By the way, I get to celebrate. We just hit our 600th follower, so fuck yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
It's the surge to the top, yo. It's literally one person at a time. I got a purple check mark with like 1,200 followers, so you know.
Let's go.
Yeah, if they gave me a purple check mark, they're literally giving them to anybody. So you're in good shape, man. You're like 3/4 of the way there now.
I'm working
Seriously,
for
go
it.
look at my page. People are like, "How the fuck do you get check marks? You got 1,200 followers." I'm like, "Oh,
We have a.
Oh, wait, really? How do you
Because you have high viewership and high subs and stuff. People like watching your channel. I enjoy it. I love watching your shit.
Who, our channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our streams rule, but the, got to get the average up, right?
It's average, and more importantly, it's subs. To be honest with you, because Amazon only gives a fuck about money. Like I've had this conversation with other people because mine seems so weird. And honestly, the magic number, like never mind the like hitting the 75 or hitting however many hours. The big thing for them that they don't print, that they don't put in there, is 600 concurrent subs. 600 is the magic number.
Yeah.
Yep. You ask anybody who had a good partner push, like Aiko had the same thing. I had the same thing. Like Joe Lewis got bounced like 10 times before he got his. But Riverboat Jack, like everybody had like small numbers, was right around 75. But they had a good sub month and got their sub count up to like 650 on their application. And that's when they got it. That's what Amazon looks at. It's the one thing they don't put in the paperwork.
Because it's about that money, you know.
The
To them,
closest
it's
I
about
had
that
was
money.
to that was 200, and that was fucking ages ago when I was like able to stream in the daytime and doing politics and shit like that. You know, it's like it's tough. It's tough.
How much? What was the most that we ended up getting? That was like about what 130 maybe.
What's that? Who you talking to?
Like our highest sub count.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like 139 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
we got to like 139 like once, and then
Yeah,
and then like
gotta
now
get like resets, you know.
Yeah.
Like I had one good month. I tell people I'm the Eli Manning of Twitch. Like I was mediocre for like 8 years, and then I had like 5 good weeks in a row and got a trophy, and then they had to give me a big check, and then I went right back to being mediocre. I'm literally the Eli Manning of Twitch. Like,
hey, it worked. It worked out
weeks in a
though.
row.
You know, it worked out. You know.
No, I'll take it. Trust me, man. Listen, I complained, fucking, because I've been on and off the platform for like 3 years. So, it's a fucking hoot. But anyway, all right, I gotta go do shit. Fucking come roll by. I'm around all the time.
Later. You said come
here's
roll
to the
like
internet.
5
I'm
times
out.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna come roll on the internet, okay? Just because James said.
Don't kink shame. Don't
I'm
kink
just
shame
wanted
me
to
all the
point it
time.
out.
That's
That's
fine.
all.
I'm just joining the fun.
I'm just trying to figure out what a cum roll is, but a conversation for another stone day. All right, I'm James from the internet. I'm out. See you later, gang. Peace.
Later. I mean, yeah, you can use your imagination.
You know, yeah, it's a nice fat roll of cum.
Yeah, exactly. What else would it be?
Oh man, yes, fucking so good. So are we still of the impression that aliens have to look humanoid?
That aliens what?
No, everybody said the opposite. I was saying it just, you know, for
like an android type thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
saying
that's
it
right.
more sort of like for cope. Like I like to think of like instead of, you know, I like to think of reasons why it could be, you know, and like why I can believe like stories like that, you know, like the sort of like debunking the debunkers, you know what I mean? Like people, or that's one of the things they always say, like, well, why would aliens be humanoid, right? And I think there's plenty of reasons why, right? I mean, not necessarily like exactly like, you know, like primates or whatever, but I could see like that sort of like form and function being something that was like selected for in Earth-like environments at some point, you know?
Right.
Or just like they didn't get smart until they hit upon that formula, right? So like there could be plenty of like thriving like octopus, you know, planets, but like the ones that are going to be like doing spaceship shit, I feel like is a certain type of evolutionary path. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they'll all be like blob people, right?
Yeah, but what if it's like super fucking smart blob?
Yeah, I can see like a hive mind thing.
So vastly intelligent that it can like duplicate itself or move itself between like organisms and shit like that.
I watched Moonfall yesterday, and that, I mean, there was some, I mean, I don't know if you want spoilers, but there was some cool like storylines with like super advanced, you know, like ancient species, and like a, you know, like a rival like AI thing, kind of like a gray, like a super intelligent gray goo scenario, right? That they were like programmed to like destroy all like biological life, but otherwise we're just like, you know, like gray goo, like, you know, they just replicate for the sake of replicating. It's pretty terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying.
Usually like gray goo, it's like dumb, you know, like that scenario, it's like just mindlessly replicating, but to have like one that's like smart and it's like individually seeking out living things, it's even creepier.
Yeah, that would be pretty creepy. Yeah.
Or like some kind of dolphin humanoid hybrid.
If it was smart though, what would it like? I guess its imperative would be to just continue turning more shit into gray goo, I guess.
I mean, that's
Gotta
really
crank up the goo, you know. I mean, that would
right?
be the point, you know. Crank up the goo.
I mean,
Massive.
but what happens if you like, if everything becomes gray goo though? Like, I'm wondering if it's smart, if it would be like, wait a second, I kind of suck. You know?
I mean,
How
maybe
too
eventually
gooey.
over time, right? You know, like the more it spread, maybe there would be sort of like things
like
that
if
would
I
happen
eat
where we have to,
everything,
like,
yeah.
you know, think about stuff.
What happens if gray goo starts eating itself?
I mean, Pizza the Hut ate himself, you know, and he died in the back of a limousine. I guess it happens, you know. Like, shit, it's a shitty part of the life cycle for that species, you know. Like they aren't as gifted that way. Maybe there are species that are extremely fucking intelligent, but just like aren't very good at staying alive long.
That could be the case, yeah. Hey, you guys, I gotta step away for just a minute. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So it's like my partner thinks like this is what I got. My partner has described that they believe that aliens are us from the future.
Oh yeah, that
could be.
Could
right,
be.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it could possibly be the case. Think about it. Like maybe there's like a need to go back and correct some of our fucked upness, you know, and they found a way to time travel back and be like, hey, you dumb fucks, we're going to correct these fucking mistakes. And then we're going to scare the shit out of you wearing fucked up costumes so you don't fuck up again, you know? Like...
Well, I mean, that's why they would be the ones good enough to cover it up, not us. We couldn't possibly keep that shit a secret. They could, though, right?
I think it's funny though. Like the one thing is they could, they definitely could. But I think if we expect our government to be able to keep anything a secret, considering a lot of people find our government to be inept in every other capacity, I think that's really funny. Like so, you can't have it both ways. Either they're completely inept and they can't keep these secrets, or they're very, very good at their jobs and they're keeping them very well.
I think they're inept at what they want to be inept at.
Right. It's all purposeful.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think, you know, the way they fund certain things tells you what their concern is.
True, very true.
I mean, shit, we do kind of have I mean, our government has a talent for, you know, cooling countries, so we do that pretty effectively.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a skill, you know, for sure. It's
There's a
been
just like
battle
in general,
tested.
Making healthcare for everybody, but oh yeah, we see a socialist republic going on in Latin America. Best believe that's gonna get food in a week.
They don't call America coup master for nothing.
Oil. Like, well, the hell you are.
They're always number one. Like they're always winning coup master of the year awards. You know. But yeah, like, you know, your mom's dying on the couch of fucking diabetes or some shit. Yeah, you know, fuck that shit. You know, we gotta go save somebody else by blowing a bunch of other people up. We can't save your mom. You know, fuck that. True. I feel you on that.
No, it drives me nuts. Like, all the money they spend on this shit, it could at least be fucking doing spaceships or whatever, you know? They could at least be, like, making, like, a dope space force. You know, something cool with the $800 billion a year they spend on the fucking military, you know? It would be nice if we at least got something good for it.
Yeah, I mean, if we could at least, you know, point to a nice moon base or something, be like, yeah, there's my tax.
Think about it. Yeah, we could have done that instead. Like, it drives me nuts thinking about that. Like, the last 20 years, you know, instead of doing like the war on terror and all this just senseless destruction, we had just, you know, spent all that on like a dope fucking like colony ship or, you know, some like a moon base or whatever, something cool.
Huge investments in green energy and fucking mass amounts of fucking free healthcare for everybody. Let's go. I'm with that. Let's jump down that shit.
I mean, you could do both. Really.
True.
To tell you the truth, if you didn't spend like that, you know, so like, what is it? It's like 60% of the, discretionary spending.
Yeah. Agreed. High as fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
alright.
Seriously, for the amount of cash they just like dumped in the fucking warlords' pockets and shit, you could have, you know, kickstarted entire new industries. They just like dumped it out of helicopters and gave it to like every asshole they found. And it's
like, who's the worst person we can find in this country?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's give them all the money.
That's
and
what
weapons.
they had, like their sector. Yeah, exactly what they did. It's what the Afghanistan papers said. It's just like they found like whatever local tough guy was willing to like take their money.
Right.
Basically, they would pay.
Yeah,
you know?
remember that whole article that we read up on stream, Matt, the one that.
Hey guys, I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. That lady who had been living there in Afghanistan since the 80s, since the Soviets were occupying the country, and then it talked about the warlords took control afterwards, and then when the Americans came in, at first they were like, "Oh yeah, great, the Americans here. This is gonna be based," and then they bring like the same warlords that had just like tortured them from like 10 years ago. It was like, oh, you brought.
No,
these
she
guys
said the
back.
Soviets were good. She said the guys before the Soviets were the ones the Americans put back in charge.
No, it was the
Right?
other way
It was
around.
like
It was she didn't like the Soviets either. Remember, she didn't like the Soviet occupation, and then after the Soviets, then the warlords came in, and then the Taliban got rid of the warlords, and then the Americans came back in and brought the warlords back.
Yeah. Taliban was good. Seriously, we had no business doing any of that shit in that country, man. It was just such a fucking money pit. Like, it just from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, back to back too. I mean, we went Afghanistan, Iraq, and spent all that money over the last 20 years over both of those conflicts. But really, I don't think that. I mean, I don't know exactly how much would have changed with how they allocate the cash. They probably would have found something else to be able to waste money on. You know, like I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I wouldn't be thinking over here that they would have just said, "All right, we don't have any justification for going into this other country now." You know, it's kind of a thing. Like, I mean, it's kind of I guess the fallback is that the authorization for military force, right? That's kind of been the basis of every intervention since it was signed in.
Are you talking about the Monroe Doctrine?
No, the one after 9/11, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, so the
I'm going way old school. You're going like kind of old school.
Yeah, well, because you know, like
Didn't
that's
they
what
just,
they kind of
didn't
did.
they just repeal it?
They put that,
They just didn't even mention
and then they used that as a basis for justifying all these foreign interventions in the years afterwards. They're like, okay, this is part of the war on terror. We suspect terror cells in this country, so now we're gonna go ahead and invade.
Yeah, that's been the excuse for a long time for a lot of people to make a lot of money. The energy industry, the military-industrial complex. You know, it's a means for systemic oppression, so that there can be corporate interlopers in South American, especially countries, South American and East Asian countries. You know, and they do a lot of the same union busting efforts there that are done here, except it's on a scale much worse because there is next to no worker rights, and you know they're not going to get a whole lot of support from anybody, so they can completely exploit the workers. Yeah, dude, it's fucking horrible. The whole thing with the Zapatista movement in South America and Central Mexico, I found really interesting. I remember reading up on that. Well, now it's been several years ago, but yeah, basically how American factories went down there through NAFTA. Basically, NAFTA fucking handed a bunch of American factories people's constitutionally fucking protected land, their farmland. Threw those people off their farmland, said, here you go. Here's you some fucking land, and you've got workers now, too, because they have no income because we just gave you their farmland. Yeah. Fucking horrible. NAFTA was pretty shitty, and...
just destroyed most of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
So you guys are definitely a very left podcast. Like, do you like have a consensus on where you sit with things? Like, or I'm always curious about people's positions.
Yeah, whenever they ask us that, I always say Matt's an eco-Marxist. Yeah, but I feel like both of us are, huh?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I guess I have a hard time identifying myself at all. I guess sometimes I'll say abolitionist, sometimes, or revolutionary, or seeking to be a revolutionary. I don't know. It's weird for me. So it's like a weird position sometimes to explain. Sometimes
I just want
just hang around and talk about it, and we could figure that out better.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, for me, I've had like a very crazy political journey over like the last 5 years, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was like about as lib can get back 2016, all that era, and then since then, you know, it was really like the attitude of my former compatriots that were supporting people like Hillary or Kamala back then.
Mm-hmm.
That started making me think like, oh, wait a minute, this might not be the right base.
Yeah, like it's not working for you. You don't feel as connected to the people.
Well, it didn't seem fair to me, you know, because it was like this is the thing. Like a lot of the talk that they had was like, oh, you know, this is Hillary's moment because she was the runner-up to Obama. It's like, all right, so now Bernie was a runner-up, so why are we not going to get behind Bernie? It seems like a pretty slam dunk approach.
Right.
And like and you know, the last time I was saying, the first real disconnect I had was when Hillary didn't pick Bernie, and even as a lib, to me that made so much fucking sense. It's like, all right, pick Bernie to be your VP.
Unite the party, right? Yeah.
Yes, this is the unite the party thing, you know. And then you picked Tim fucking Kaine.
I felt like she was just asking to lose when she picked Tim Kaine. I was like, nobody even knows who the fuck this guy is. Like,
it's funny that like Tony was like a hardcore lib until they picked Tim Kaine, and that's what drove him off the reservation. Like he was like, no, I'm not.
No, it didn't make sense to me. And like the justifications that I was hearing from people that were like in my political circle at the time, it was like, and then it became a thing about dunking on Bernie while he's out there doing multi-city rallies and doing everything to try and help Hillary. It's like, wait a minute. This is the guy that we're dunking on? It's like, wait a minute.
Are we talking about 2016 all over again, or was it 2020? I'm not sure.
I was just giving my basic rundown, but yeah.
His political journey, how he came to the left.
Yes. So I mean, like now, I mean, what, like even just like a few, I mean, definitely just like within the last few months, I always called myself a sockdem, and then you hear a lot of the sockdems talk now too, and it's the same kind of thing. Like, this doesn't really vibe with me. I don't really feel this. This isn't me anymore.
So, I mean, I just don't know how like you know, like see the kind of stuff that we're just constantly doing all over the world, and then not, you know, like strongly oppose it, right? Like it just seems so terrible.
Yeah, but Matt's definitely weighted more to the left than I am, though. Like, I'll say that.
So for me, like
there were weird places for me. There were weird places for me, cause there was like a lot of it stems from just growing up poor, living really, really poor, living out of a car, seeing cops being fucked up. So it's like a lot of that early just like doubt of the system. And then but as I got older, the thing that radicalized me most was having a kid, because otherwise I was very introverted. I ran from quote unquote what I knew of capitalism and society, and lived as a survivalist for years, and lived on a commune for a couple other. So it's like I tried to get away from that as much as I could in a very selfish way. And then when I had a kid, I realized, oh fuck, I need to take a more significant position of what I've experienced, you know what I mean? And then I started, you know, more identifying with what I've, you know, knew, and you know, that stuff.
Oh yeah.
For me,
and then nowadays when I read things, it's all like reaffirming of like, oh yeah, I totally know that shit.
For me, I don't know like what or when. Like my grandma was, she lobbied for the fucking truckers union. She was one of the first woman lobbyists on Capitol Hill. So, like, worked with Jimmy Hoffa and shit. Yeah. So, like, kind of the unionizing stuff and organizing and worker organizing and, like, fucking mutual aid type stuff. She was always doing that. I mean, she always had, like, strangers living with her, like, just people that she'd be like, oh, fucking, they're on hard times. They can come stay at my house, you know, whatever. You know, and it was just always like that. So it was, I guess, like, I always kind of had that ingrained in me because I always saw somebody that was doing that or, like, working in that or being a part of that side of things. And then my dad was an attorney and a judge, and, you know, so there was a justice part of it. Although he was like a Beltway Republican, and him and my grandma would have battles over the dinner table because she was way far left, you know, and she's like, how the hell did my son get so far to the right? And just fucking lose it on him, you know, like, so I always sided with my grandma. I don't know, like, like, me and my grandma had a good relationship that way. And so I guess, like, just those kind of values stuck with me. And then when it came to, like, understanding politics as a young adult, like, I don't know, like some of my favorite bands were like Rage Against the Machine. They're talking about redistributing the means of production and shit. You know, Ministry is a fucking left-leaning fucking political band. You know, like I mean, I just listen to music that were.
I love Ministry, dude.
Fuck yeah, you and me have talked about that in your stream many a times, dude. Like, yes. Fucking huge Ministry fan. But, you know, it's like, so I kind of, it was always, like, I didn't identify as, like, I'm a leftist. It's just like, oh, well, here's what I do. You know, here's how I am. And, like, even me, like, maybe partially having been in a band for 13 years, but you just become kind of communal. And it's just like, oh, dude needs to sleep on the couch. Fucking cool, whatever, man. You can crash on the couch for a couple weeks. I don't fucking care, you know, like, and it was always just like helping somebody else out or like, you know, people helping me out, like, say, in kind, you know. So I was always kind of like, well, I kind of am living in like a weird kind of social or communist kind of facet anyways because of how things work with the kind of the band scene where I'm at, you know. And I was like, that kind of fits me. And then probably, I think it was like 2010 or 2012, I had seen Bernie Sanders. And this is back when he used to wear the corduroy jacket with the patches. And his hair was really wild. He was going on Bill Maher a lot. He was on Bill Maher panels all the fucking time. So I was like listening to the guy and I was like, I fucking dig what this guy is saying. And so he kind of put that like, okay, well, maybe I'm a democratic socialist or whatever, but I still can't clearly define it to you. All I can say is that I'm definitely left of any liberal person that I know. You know, I think I essentially want what a lot of people want. I would like us all to have...
experience when I was a kid. I had a really weird experience when I was a kid. I lived in the Bay Area during a really large earthquake, and our house, we live in an apartment complex that got condemned. And the neighbor that lived upstairs, everyone would call the weirdo. And, you know, I'd always like kind of disconnected of like, okay, so he was strange. But then after the earthquake, he was like, he had everything prepared. Like a way for all of us to like be fed and made sure all the kids were safe. Like he had a plan for everything. And then it turned out what everyone was judging him on, it turned out that he was a communist, right? And that's what everyone was saying he was strange for, is that he was a communist. And that was like my first real introduction. I was only like 10 years old. But that was my introduction to what a communist was that they were already scapegoated against because of something that I didn't understand yet, and were more helpful and prepared when shit needed to be done. that was my introduction.
I remember similar kind of thing, right? Like asking my mom about what communism was when the Berlin Wall was coming down. I just remember asking her about it and her being like, oh, it's like they share everything, you know. And I was like, yeah.
And that happened later on that year. The Berlin Wall came down later on that year, so it was like that correlation happened too, where I was like, so those are the same people. And yeah, my mom was like, yeah, and I was like, oh well, fuck, that's pretty fucking cool.
It sounds sick, dude. Exactly. So then all my life I thought that was about the, you know, that was the platonic ideal. That's what you strive for.
Yeah, and I think the first time I ever heard a socialist term was when I would watch the movie Clue, because that shit used to be on every day on Comedy Central.
I love that movie.
Know what I'm talking. So there's a line in that movie where Tim Curry is like having a very emotional moment where he's like, "My wife was blackmailed because she had friends that were socialists." And then they're like calling gas. Oh my god. Yeah, and there's this line.
I do remember that.
Like at least 3 times in the finale of the movie, and they're like, communism is just a red herring. It's like, what are they talking about? Communism? Why is it bad to be a socialist?
And then, funny enough, when I got older too, I lived in a house that did a lot of Grateful Dead artwork.
Okay.
When and they introduced me to like Jack Kerouac and a whole bunch of old hippie stuff that just kind of like was like, oh wow, I can totally see, hippies are badass, but the hippie movement, and then seeing what they became, it was like kind of like, oh, that's interesting.
Right. A lot of hippies kind of swung to the right. Wasn't that bizarre?
I think that's on purpose.
As soon as being a hippie became profitable, it was all good.
Well, no, yeah, there was like a lot of money was like pumped into like making the counterculture a thing, right? They would, like FBI guys would like go to dead shows and like hand out acid and shit, and like all across the world they would like infiltrate the scene and like distribute all different kinds of like hallucinogens and like other weed and shit like that.
True.
Yeah,
Definitely.
That's one of the things that Matt and I talked about too. Was like, how much better would it have been instead of a crack epidemic? You would just have like an epidemic.
This is before that.
Yeah, just now. I'm not saying to do this. I'm just saying, but if they had dumped a bunch of LSD in the water supply, it sure would have been a hell of a fucking good time for a lot of people.
Well, there was those guys that tried to.
They did. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
It was a chemist. It was a chemist and a hippie that both wanted to get the country high. They thought if they turned everyone on, that they would start the revolution.
Oh, look! I see the merit.
Yeah, dude. But the thing was, then it became a profit thing. So it's the same thing. As soon as they started making a lot of money out of it, it was like, oh well, revolution sounds good, but making money is good too.
Money? I like money.
I don't know. That's right. There's a different.
I got my law degree at Costco. You can get everything at Costco.
What was the story you were thinking about, Matt?
I forgot what I was thinking. What were we talking about again?
This is the epitome of what StonerCast is. What are we talking about again?
Getting high. And so when we do that, the point, when you get to that point, that's when it's, oh, we got to smoke a bowl.
That's right. Smoke a bowl to remember. Who needs a walk to remember when you can smoke a bowl to remember?
That's right.
Now I just have to decide which device I want to smoke off of. I'm trying to decide between my Carta, Focus V, and my G Pen Connect. I like them both very much. They're both really cool devices. I've been smoking off my G Pen Connect. What's that?
No, I was seeing what was going on in chat, but it reset on me.
I do like to do reviews on my devices, so I always talk to my chat about the devices I'm smoking off of and tell people about them. Boop. So I love my G Pen Connect.
I got this fancy electric nail for the bong.
Nice.
It was a pen. It cost money. Like it wasn't. It was kind of. It sucks. It sucks. But I didn't want to have like the propane tanks or any of that shit. And it's still hot and fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
but it you can control the temperature, so you can blow your fucking lungs out, or you can take a mellow ass hit.
Yeah, that's what I like about these two is it's basically, well, this one's an all-in-one. It's basically your bong and your e-nail just connected, because you just have an atomizer and you throw your shit in there and
I don't know what any of that means.
Click it and it fucking heats up and your concentrate starts bubbling and Smoke starts a brewing and you get a fat ass hit, and that's the same way with this one too. Where is it? Where's the camera at? This one's easy. This is the cookies. I don't know if you guys like are into Cypress Hill at all. I'm a huge fan of Cypress Hill.
Oh,
and,
you just drop it in.
Burner.
So you drop the dab right in there, and that's how it works. You drop the dab right in.
Yeah, you put the dab in the top, and it's got like a borosilicate type disc in there, and so like it filters it, and then you throw that on. You throw your little cap on top, and this thing will fit on like any bong. So like you can even get a different piece. You can even get the male piece too. There's a male piece you can get separately. Yeah, they're like 180 bucks or something on the Grenco, the G-Pen website. But dude, I live by this thing because I can put it on any fucking bong I want. I can take it wherever the fuck I want. It's got a little pack. I can carry it with me. Shit, if I want to get ballsy, I can just, if the end is clean, I could hit it off the end, but like I try not to do that because I don't want to get the fucking hot shit in my mouth. That could be a bad day, but I've done it in a pinch a couple times, you know. But it's just got a little battery, and you just click the battery a couple times, it turns it on, and you go.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but like I got it all from. Or I was watching it. So like my introduction to Twitch was the Dr. Green Thumbs podcast through Be Real TV, because he would do a DJ set after the Dr. Green Thumb podcast, but you could only watch it on Twitch. And I wasn't even on Twitch before 7 months ago. I'm fucking brand new to all this shit. But I started watching the after show and watching him DJ and shit. But yeah, so I got onto all the G-Pen stuff because they sponsor the show, and it was just kind of like, oh well, that shit's dope. And I tried it. I used to hate G-Pen stuff when I was younger. Like I'd try all their flower vaporizers, and I'd be like, these are trash, dude. But this concentrate one is a fucking soldier, dude. Like, I swear by this motherfucker. But yeah, that's kind of how I came upon it, though. That's why I was making the correlation with Cypress Hill. Is all through them, you know? But that, and I want one of those Stunden glasses. You seen those?
No,
it's the flippy gravity bong with the two bulbs.
Sounds fun.
Oh, I've seen those, but no.
It's called.
I've never smoked out of one.
It's called the Stunden glass. We have like, kind of like weed competitions. Like, you know, they like who can grow the best flower, who can, you know, make the best concentrate and shit. And they have like big events for it. And I got to try one of the Stunden glasses at one of the events, and it is fucking monster. It's like the dopest ass gravity bong you could ever hit off of. Let me see if I can find a picture of it for you guys. Yeah, here we go. All right, let me share my screen. Well, these are what they look like. So it's like a dope ass fucking gravity bong.
Did everybody get muted? Did I lose audio or something? Or did
No, I
everybody
can
just
hear
shut
you.
up? Oh, okay.
I think everybody got mesmerized by the Stunden glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like, I'm
what
looking
it
at your
must have
devices.
But they have like a Taylor Gang one now, like a Wiz Khalifa one. They've got like obviously a fucking Dr. Green Thumb one. They're just pumping them out now, but they're a German company. And not only do they use these for this, but some people are now using them to like infuse smoke into their food, not like weed smoke, but like herbs and like different types of woods and shit like that. So, but yeah, so I want this one to match my shit. I gotta have the blue one, cause you know. Oh well, that's the other thing. I'm from fucking San Diego originally. So I'm a huge Chargers fan. So the powder blue's got to happen. But
I was saying boo Chargers about it. It's like, no, I don't care.
you can boo Chargers. It's okay. I'm a good sport about it. But yeah,
technically my area's technically my hometown would be the 49ers, but I don't like the 49ers either. I don't like football, so that's how it works.
But those are the Stunden glasses, and I would love to have one of those. But that's fucking $600 piece of.
Yeah, you can see my team.
Oh no! I don't know though.
Yeah,
like,
I did say I'm from Texas, right?
I was. There was a short time that I wasn't necessarily a fan, but I enjoyed watching them. Like the Aikman years were good years for them, you know.
Yes.
I did watch a lot, and I fucking sure as hell enjoyed it. I did enjoy watching them play.
Man, it was something else watching because I was
Michael Irvin, fucking
Michael Irvin, Emmett Smith, Deion Sanders, Charles Haley. I mean, that was such a good time to be a Cowboys fan. But no, man, it's been rough.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
I still ain't got no ring. We still ain't got no ring, you know. Not even one. Not even a single ring. Not even one. Not even one sports ball ring.
Yeah, see, Matt rags on me all the time because my favorite teams are the Yankees, the Lakers, and the Cowboys.
Yeah, see, like I said, I bet on the losing teams because I'm also a Clippers fan. Like, because the Clippers are originally from San Diego. They're originally from a San Diego team.
I remember.
Yeah, so. So I stayed true to my roots, but we got the Padres, and the Padres haven't been looking bad, man. The Padres been looking pretty good, so I'll take what I can get.
I mean, I started looking at sports in the '90s. So I mean, what was hot in the '90s? You know, it was the fucking Cowboys in the early part of the '90s, and the later half. Then you got Kobe and Shaq, and then by the time you get to the early odds, we won 3 rings in a row with the Lakers, and the Yankees just periodically always win, always in the World Series.
I was a Padres fan.
I was a big fan of the Bash Brothers for the Oakland A's.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Canseco. Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. That was the shit when I was a kid. I was like, hell yeah. The arm bash. Do you know how fucked up my arm used to be as a kid?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. I remember that
Matt
shit.
says that his Phillies and Eagles both got W's in his adult life, so can't complain. Yeah, I mean that worked out for him. I did like that for a long time. I could just rag on Eagles fans and saying they never won anything, but
I know for sure that I'll never see a San Diego or former San Diego team win a championship in my lifetime. Although I do love the hell out of watching Justin Herbert throw a fucking football. That guy's amazing. But I've resigned myself to knowing where I am with my teams. That just means I gotta try harder to win in other places in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I guess that's the way it worked for my household for sports teams, though. So my dad liked the Lakers, liked the Cowboys. He didn't really get back into baseball, but that was just the team that everybody was talking about when I would, you know. But yeah, and then of course the Tyson fights. Oof.
Oh yeah. Everybody watched those fights,
like,
man.
When Mike Tyson came back and made his comeback, I had to have been like 8 or so. I forget how old I was, but like he came back, won the champions, won the 2 championships, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this guy. He beats everybody up.
Mike Tyson
right,
was
like
nasty in his
quick.
prime,
He was
dude.
fucking
man.
nasty. Yep.
Those
That
fights
upset
are still
punch.
fun to go back and watch, though. Like you can still throw on like a bunch of those Tyson fights like right back to back because they're so short. A lot of them are anyway. You know, like the unification fight when he fought Michael Spinks. I mean, that fight lasts like all of like 30 seconds. Like he just the first real uppercut he lands, the dude just.
I think. Oh, and you know, you ask any of the big time any of the new infighters, you know, anyone who's like who wants to be an infighter, who their influences are, and they'll be like, "Oh, fucking Tyson, man." He's just one of those superior infighters that dominated.
Yes.
He'd throw those short
like-
punches on the inside that fucking rock him.
Ooh.
Get the body real good, and then it's like he threw that nasty nasty upset punch, that uppercut, and it was like lights out, dude. Forget about it.
It was that combo that he had, right, where he just like threw a hook to the body and then like turned it up, and it's like.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, Lucid.
Yeah. No, but when they started floating around that he was actually gonna fight Jake Paul, man, I wanted to see that shit so bad. I don't know if that's still in the works or not, but I mean, shit, I'll still pay money to watch that thing go down.
Did you see that fight with him and who was it? Roy Jones Jr.
Jones, bro, that was one fight I kept wanting so bad in the 90s. Like, yo.
And then you get it, and it's like 2 out of shape old men. Like,
I mean, Mike looked in shape. Like Roy didn't look like, you know, he didn't look like Roy of old. Mike Tyson looked like he could still fuck somebody up.
Roy looked like.
Yeah,
have you ever seen
I'm
that
sure he
movie?
could.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Great White Hype?
Yeah.
Like Damon Wayans' condition in that movie. Like that's what it reminded me of, and I was like, "Bro, are you even trying? Yeah, are you even gonna try?" You know?
Oh man! And then you look at that whole thing, and like Tyson's carrying the whole fight, and then afterwards, it's like, oh, it was a tie.
I was like, "This is fucking lame. You guys got paid on some bullshit, dude. Fucking tie my ass, dude. Tie."
Like what? I wanted to see Tyson fuck you up. No.
Right? Show me something. What the fuck are we doing here?
If he actually fights, I forget, is it Jake Paul or Logan Paul? One of them dudes. Like, no, he'll actually throw down with Mike. He'll try to rock him.
I hope so, because it looked like Floyd Mayweather and who was it? Logan Paul? Did he fight Logan Paul?
Right,
I think.
yeah.
It looked like they were fucking whispering some shit to each other during that fight. Like fucking, I think that fight was a little fucking phoned in on Mayweather's part. I mean, come on. Yes, it was phoned in. On top of that, there is no way they would ever fight in the same fucking weight class either.
No, but
It's about you know, handing down that PR. What is it called? Exhibition boxing. That's what it is. Exhibition.
yeah. I mean, even though like, so the first, actually, that was the first time I saw that. I forget. I confuse them. But when Nate Robinson, you know, the basketball player, went and fought, I think it was Jake Paul, right? And that was part of the undercard when Tyson was fighting Jones, and like that was like the first time that I actually saw him fight. I was like, okay, wait a minute, this guy actually really wants to be a fighter. And then he just puts Nate Robinson to sleep. It was like, oh, it's like that.
Yeah, like what the fuck, yo?
It's like I thought this was gonna be pure exhibition stuff. Like, no, that was actually pretty dope to see this dude get rocked like that.
But did he? Do you think he fucking took a fall? Do you think he just took the hit?
Oh no! I like right away you can tell what it was. It's just that one of them was actually training to do some sort of boxing. The other one was just training. He didn't know how to fight. He had no defense. Like, you can see when the dude was getting in the ring. He didn't like. He wasn't like he was moving his head. He didn't know how to keep his hands up. None of the basic stuff. And this dude was already, he was trained.
So he did all the like running part, like the conditioning himself, but then it was just like didn't teach himself how to fight.
No, he didn't know how to do any kind of defense or anything like that. So he was like, you just see that fight; it's really apparent because he just chases Paul around the ring a little bit, and then as soon as he goes in for a punch, Paul just ducks it and boom.
The thing is, all it takes is one punch, right? Like that is the thing, Like you could be on your best day and everything could be going good for you. You could be fucking coming up, like you're scoring the points and shit, and they get the slip and fucking there you go.
Yeah, that's why one of my favorite quotes is from Mike Tyson, where he says, "Everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth."
True. I wonder who pissed him off that he said that to right before he hit them,
For real, yo.
He's like, fuck this motherfucker. No, I fucking I kind of dig his style now, though. He's like
I don't know why it's happening sometimes. Oh, sorry.
He's gotten so laid back and so chill and shit. Like just his whole fucking he's a self-aware of like his caricature. You know what I mean? Like, and he doesn't mind playing off of it. Like I was watching him on a show the other day. Dude fucking ate like 3 grams of mushrooms on air on like a fucking podcast. Just like. Like they're like here you can have some. They're psychedelic mushrooms. They're fucking Liberty caps. Fucking just no problem. I'm like, that dude just ate mushrooms live on a fucking podcast stream thing. Like, is that even allowed? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
sure, why not?
He fucking did it. Like, go for it. I guess. Like.
You saw Mike Tyson in the lobby of MGM Grand last night, 4 down? Did you say what's up?
What's
I
that?
think as long as it's legal in your region, you're fairly okay.
True.
Your local shit.
I think because so I grew up. Obviously, I'm fucking 41, so I'm old as fuck. I say that all the time. But I grew up in the era where you had to hide your weed and your mushrooms, and now it's like, oh, you got weed and your mushrooms? Just share them with everybody. It's like, fuck no, I ain't sharing them. You know how much I paid for these things? No. Yeah. But, like, that's
I got a story for that.
But that's how it used to be. Like, you had to hide your shit. It was like fucking hide everything, you know?
I mean, like, that's how things are still now. I mean, like, where I am, you still have to hide all that type of shit.
Professional world, you still do.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Depends on where you work, I guess. But
although, I don't know.
Like,
think about all those tech companies talking about the CEOs microdosing LSD and shit. Like, there's been a lot of talk about that.
And somehow they find a lot of success in doing it, which is why I believe everybody should take, like, a microdosing session.
I have a friend that did that.
Periodically.
I have a friend that did that. He had really good results from it. But, I am not a doctor, and I'm not claiming to tell you guys to do anything illegal, but I'm just saying I know of somebody that
I've seen
had
good results.
Yeah.
Well, we're one time we're probably like last year or so. No, it wasn't. No, it was like closer to the tail end of like the numbers are dying down from COVID. So my homie's pops passed away. So as a good batch of friends that we are, we decided to take him to strip club.
Oh yes. Sure, you know, that'll take your mind off some shit.
Hey man, we're trying something. So we take them out to the strip club, and then I had gotten like a good 20 tabs of LSD, right?
Here comes trouble.
And I was telling him like, yo, let me give you one of these things. You know, you'll feel good. We'll be sitting up in the strip club, we'll be fine, right? So I talked to him about this for like 10 minutes, and he's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let me try it. So, but the thing is, at the strip clubs, they check you if you're bringing in shit. Like, if you're bringing in dope, they'll fucking pat you down. Like, they'll and they have cops.
Yeah, because they want you to buy it from the people behind the bar.
Whatever it is, though.
It's like going to the movie theater. They're patting you down for candy because they want you to buy their candy instead of the other people's.
But yeah, so I go out to my car. I go ahead and I get, I get 2 tabs of the acid, right? And I'm holding it because it's like 2 little tiny pieces of paper.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Fingers. And then I'm walking in. I show the dude my ID and everything else, and he sees that I'm holding something on the tip of my finger, and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute!" He's like, "Wait a minute! What do you have there?" I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, I stick my hand in my pocket real quick, and I'm like, all right, what are you talking about? He's like, what did you have? I saw you. Like, give me the pills. Do you have the pills? I'm like, bro, I don't have any pills. I don't know what you were seeing. And then he gets the cops in on me, and they're like, pat him down. I'm like, all right, pat me down. Again, looking for 2 little pieces of paper.
Yeah, good luck.
Right. And then again, and then he has me turn out my pockets, and of course I get the tabs right in my hand, and I'm like, what? You mean there's a couple of pieces of receipts? and so afterwards he gets all pissed off, and he's like, all right, no, I thought I saw you something. I'm like, no.
You're so suspicious, man.
2 harmless pieces of paper. That was it.
So when I was 14, we dropped 4 hits of Black Pyramid, and we went. We were hanging out at a party. Yep, we were hanging out at a party. We did the thing there, and you get to that point where it's like all the group of the people that are tripping are like, yeah, we need to go on our pilgrimage. It's time to get the fuck away from the party and like go on our little journey or whatever. So we fucking hopped in my buddy's pickup truck, and we drive up to this fucking like area. It's basically like fucking. It's between like the county and the reservation. It's like there's this weird little patch of land that falls right in between. That's like this gray area of whether or not it's part of the county that we live in or the reservation. So we were hanging out there. And it's like fucking probably 2 o'clock in the morning. We're smoking weed and shit. And fucking just like, losing it, looking at the stars. Because you can see all the fucking stars up there and shit. Like everything's like melding together. Like having this badass fucking trip. All of a sudden, like we see these headlights fucking coming down the road and shit. And it's a fucking sheriff. And the sheriff, like, we could see the sheriff from a little ways off, and we're like, oh, fuck, we're fucked, dude. And, like, we're all, like, we're fucking, there's, like, 7, 8 of us, and we are fucking tripping balls to the wall. We're right at the peak, so, like, we're all fucked up. And it's like, oh, shit, like, how the fuck do we manage this? Well, one of our friends who, like, kind of had more experience, like, with doing the drugs, like he's like, hold on, I gotta just let me talk. Just shut the fuck up. Don't say anything and let me talk, And like he's talking to the cop and they're going through the thing or whatever. And then like the cop's like, okay, I need to see all your IDs. Well, out of nowhere, like, okay, so I'm in Arizona. Like we're like where I'm at. I'm in the Phoenix area, so we're not super close to the border or anything, but there's still like shady shit that goes on in certain parts of, like the outskirts of Phoenix, and we're sitting there and he's like, yeah, we had these complaints. I need to see your guys' ID, fucking, I just want to make sure, you guys aren't out here causing trouble. And we're like, no, sir, we're just sitting out here looking at the stars. And I'm sure he was like looking at the fucking stars, you fucking stoned ass motherfuckers. And then
Just doing some stargazing, officer. No harm here.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this
reading
fucking
the Bible and
this Ryder fucking moving truck comes barreling down the side of this hill like most 4x4 trucks can't get up this hill. So seeing this truck come down it, we're all just looking at it like, what the fuck is going on? And we just look at the cop, we're like, you're seeing this, man? Look at that Ryder truck right there. Doesn't that look fucking crazy? Just like barreling down the side of the hill right there. And he's like, oh shit. And he fucking like hands us back our IDs and he goes to get in the fucking car and take off. He fucking like hits the gas, goes to drive. And remember, this is out in the desert. There's a lot of soft sand and shit. He gets fucking stuck, dude. What? We had to push him out of the fucking sand. He's like getting out. He's like, okay, I got to call for backup. I need to go get that fucking blah, blah, blah. We're like, no, officer. We'll take care of it. It's A-okay. You just sit up there in your car. And we all fucking push for dear life and push that fucking cop car out of that fucking sand. And then the motherfucker got stuck again like 30 more yards down the way, and we had to do it again, dude. We're like, this is like a fucking nightmare, dude. So we got him the fuck out of there. None of us got busted. We ended up having a fucking awesome night after that, but it was just so fucked up. It's the only time I ever found myself helping a cop where I'm like, no, I need to fucking help this cop. I need to take the attention away from me right now.
Stop for Piggy.
Let's see, Ashley. Okay, sorry, you got a question from my chat. So Ashley's dude, 2014 right on was a revolution or a coup. What?
What?
We're talking about weed.
What happened?
It was definitely a coup. What are you kidding me?
What was the coup?
2014 Ukraine.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
They were on TV and shit. They bought all those like new media outlets and like pumped them out there. Like it was pretty obvious. And they hired a bunch of fucking like strongman far right sickos, to go set it off, go fight with cops and shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's what they always do.
That the U.S. has a habit of going into like into countries and like funding and finding like the worst people.
Of course.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, it's built into the mechanism. It's built into the machine, right? Like, it's fundamentally attached to our economy. And has been for fucking, God, dude, almost 100 years.
Yeah, I'm like so ashamed of it.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's like that's why we have to change the machine. Like we need a different machine because this machine doesn't work.
Oh, Tony, I didn't realize you started the stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but
oh, and by the way, you guys, the StonerCast has, I guess, officially been over for like almost an hour and a half. You guys are. That's why I just let the conversation roll because this happens every time. People just want to keep talking and smoking and chilling. So just so you know, like. If you guys were like, can I get the fuck out of here? No, you guys can stay as long as you fucking want. Like, and you're under no obligation, but I just want to make that clear.
You can never leave.
Because I was looking at the clock, I was like, oh shit, man, I never even like really rolled an end to this. But the conversation keeps going. I'll keep talking. That's how it rolls.
Remember, this is our prime time, so this is when we start going on anyway.
You're like, yeah, like I'm ready, dude. Like I'm fucking pumped. I'm primed already. I got another 6 hours in it for me.
I'm trying to fucking limber up, man. I'm a little feeling a little
That's the truth.
stoned?
Yeah, I started usually I start this time or an hour ago. Usually an hour ago.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, now I'm like already baked. Usually I don't smoke until we're like almost done, you know, halfway through.
Does that mean we're gonna?
At least you're not this high already, though.
Are we gonna have to flip around like the protocols here? We're gonna have to do like the fun stuff in the front, and then like by the time you sober up, you can do all the substantive stuff.
No.
It's like if you ever like if you watch our streams, like front part of it, like Matt picks out all these like really deep substantive topics, and we'll watch a bunch of like Parenti videos and VJ Prashad and all that type of shit, and then by the end of it, we're talking about like dicks and aliens.
That's based.
Good. Yeah,
That is based.
Dicks and alien dicks, you know, if you can get there, like, you know, you made it.
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously, like what was that story that I read the other day, Matt, on my rundown? There was a dude that had his dick turn black because he injected it with coke.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's not a good thing to do. That's
No,
not- that's
you
not the
only
best
you
thing
only
at
snort
all.
the coke. You never inject the coke in your penis. That's horrible.
I can see why, you know, that's just a big ass vein, just like right there. You're like, oh man.
Bro, you don't have to
That
look
shit
forward or anything. You know where it's at. The whole thing is just a vein, basically.
Gotta tap it and tie it off.
Although, if you tie it off, it's kind of a little bit more fun. So.
Get the
Not
extra
needed.
bulbs,
You'd
you
get it
know.
hard, right? I mean, you'd have to get it hard, though, right? Like, and that
to
would be
inject
like
it?
tying it off.
Well, I mean, that would be the point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to gauge the process here. Like, does you like, you know, go and then all right,
Yeah, you need
ready
to get it hard. Yeah, no. Definitely. And then, yeah. I mean, if you could pull it off, it probably feels great.
True.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but fuck, risking gangrenous
It's
cock.
hard to execute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
That would be a little bit alarming. This dude's probably going out, you know, out there just trying to, you know, get high. And next thing you know, his body's turning necrotic.
Yeah, you know, necrotic dong, Return of the Necrotic Dong. That could be a horror movie, you know.
Yo, he was
So
a
you're
happy
gonna say
ending,
that's
though,
what she
right?
said. You can pull it off; it would feel good.
My man got his, you know, his dick didn't fall off, and he got to keep doing drugs. So, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, one of the solutions the doctors did offer was to amputate.
Yeah, fuck that.
No.
No way.
It's like,
I will keep my darkly tinged penis at that point. I'll be like, well,
yeah, I wondered how that combo went
Yeah,
in the
just
hospital.
for show.
Be like, sir, your penis has turned gangrenous, and you know it is life threatening. It's like, okay, what can we do?
Yeah.
Cut it off. It's like, you didn't cut it off.
so what else can we do?
Is that the only option? But you realize if we don't cut it off, you could face death. All right, what else can we do?
And the other solution?
Exhaust all options.
No. This isn't the only solution. Give me the other solution.
Go back to the drawing board.
Anyway. So I guess it all turned out okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Not bad. If you wanted to fix the title though before we go on, you know, I know you hate my titles.
What happened?
You see, Matt does the titles for all of our streams because apparently I have no idea how to do it.
Oh yeah,
But-
I'm terrible at it as well.
And like I don't know, like I just like to go
Sounds
ahead
okay.
and keep it simple. You know, be like I'm gonna talk about this, so I'll title it.
I just don't
this.
like to take titles directly from videos that we're like planning on watching.
I don't know, man, I'm fucking lazy. If
I got like
see
a weird
some-
little system, you know.
So yeah, I make my producer
vaguely-
Mike do all of it, As a matter of fact, I'm not
like,
even really here. I'm being controlled by Mike Lightyear, who is my mod and also my producer. I'm essentially his meat puppet.
Nice.
He just feeds everything through me. But yeah, like basically, him and Sen are just kind of like I'm the puppet, and they just play the puppeteer. You know, that's really what it is.
What Russian soldiers were poisoned?
I have a story about that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why are they poisoning Russian soldiers? Oh, I know why.
Yeah, I don't believe anything. I believe nothing. Nowhere, anywhere. I don't believe anything.
I mean, either way.
You're gonna spoil my top five, but okay. But the story goes, just to tease it out, I guess, is that the Ukrainian soldiers were poisoning Russian soldiers with pastries.
Pastries?
Pastries.
Were they tasty pastries? What kind of pastries?
I mean, they would have to be if they were, you know.
That's the kind of shit they were teaching them to do, man.
Like, yo, I know these came from the enemy, but like, you
yeah.
gotta try this shit. That's like, it's insanely good.
Dude, the CIA has had a playbook of these kind of tactics for decades, and they've never been able to fucking drop them. They're so stoked for this, right? Oh,
for what now?
Occupying army. Oh, we got all kinds of good shit for that. Hell yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
they're always the occupier, never the occupyee. You know?
But apparently,
True.
2 Russian soldiers did actually lose their lives to this pastry scheme.
Really, it's that kind of poison.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been anyone,
which
dude.
by
If
the
they're
way,
in this town,
would be the introduction of chemical weapons by the Ukrainian side.
oh god.
I mean, think about
Come
if they're
on.
occupying a town, right? And even if like most of the people in the town are like cool with it, you know, who are like, you know, whatever, like, reasonably like pro-Russia or whatever, it would just take like one person who didn't like them, right? Could seriously fuck them up like that. Make any more cookies? Right? If you're a soldier and the town seems chill, and they're like, "Hey man, you want a cookie?" You're gonna take it, right?
Why would you think like any town that you're occupying is chill? Like, I'd be doing all the scandalous shit I could to get motherfuckers out of my town. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
You know, like some parts of it have like a really high, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? Like in the eastern part.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
they're
you know.
probably a little bit more favorable. This was in Kharkiv. This was near Kharkiv. So Kharkiv says that.
I mean, war sucks, right? Like, I mean, they're getting bombed and shit, and yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? So. Yeah, that sucks. Damn, I'm pretty high. I think I smoked all my weed. I gotta go find some more.
Yes! StonerCast does again. This is the goal. Get you guys very stoned and have funny conversations about weird shit.
Hell yeah.
There you go. That's why I say it's lightly guided. The only time I really intervene is if we're going too heavy into some weird politics shit or religion shit or something like that.
You don't want to spread harmful misinformation?
Well, I mean, you guys all are somewhat agreeable to my perspective, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of hushing. But if, say, I had somebody like from the right on here who started talking like JQ type stuff, I might have to be like, "Yo, bro," you know. But I have yet to have anybody like that. I tend to have a lot of left-leaning people on, and it tends to work out better that way. So I'm rolling with it.
You never get any chuds in, or I mean, for us, it's actually more annoying when you get like a bunch of like staunch Democrats and like the hardcore Dems. You
Yeah.
get those guys in. That's a lot more
You
annoying
can't
than you
say
get. Yo,
It's like anytime you criticize them, they're just like defending them. It's like over and over.
like, no, don't talk about Joe Biden that way.
Well, yeah,
Or
and
or
let's
like
just,
Destiny community. That dude.
bro.
Destiny fans are like literally the worst.
They've hopped all over my YouTube vids. I've like deleted so many of their comments just because I'm like, I don't fucking care what you have to say, anyways, dude. And I don't have any shame. I will absolutely delete stupid, fucking disrespectful comments that don't add to the discourse. If they have a problem with something I have to say that's legit and they want to like have the conversation, that's different. But if you're just gonna
like my opinion,
be a dick, fuck off. You know?
Like the status quo, like the system that they spend so much time defending, it's just like it's objectively doing a bad job, right? Like we have this climate emergency and it's unable to intervene on anywhere near the kind of scale that needs to be done to basically save the fucking biosphere, you know? They are just fundamentally incapable of like putting a stop to the machine, you know, like the algorithms and like governing the like markets and shit, right? How can you defend that? It's like I don't understand where you even begin to say that like, oh yeah, this is, you know, like neoliberalism is fine, we just need to tweak it a little bit. You can't. There's no system where you can say that this is like, okay, we're actually going to be able to handle this crisis. I don't know. It's objectively wrong.
Oh, Dobry, thank you very much for the 100 bits. That fucking rocks. Thank you so much.
Good night to my chat before I head to
Yeah.
family businesses.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Good.
inviting
Thank you
me.
so much for hanging out with
Yeah,
us.
Sqidaedir,
Happy
cool.
to have you.
Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Yeah, let's talk.
Where can people
You guys
find
have a
you?
Great night. Thank you.
Later.
Oh, just on Sqidaedir, SQIDAE.DIIR. Sqidaedir
There it is.
on Twitch.
Rock and roll.
I know. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably take the moment to bow out as well, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. This
I
was
know. I
fun.
know you.
Thanks for,
A couple of you guys got your stream started and all that, so that's perfectly okay. This is a good time. Go ahead.
Yeah. I appreciate it, dude. This was fucking fun. I got blazed. We all just kind of bullshitted. I like it.
Fuck yeah. Got to network
Yeah.
and make some friends. That's what it's all about, baby.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Right on. Tom Hanks, Jason, ToniWestside. You guys all take it easy. It was fun.
Peace out, brother. DrrtBag. Go check out DrrtBag. Follow DrrtBag. Everybody in the chat, if you're not following DrrtBag,
Yeah.
you should be. I go and listen to the music in his chat and talk to him about the music all fucking night while he Minecrafts. So
Yeah, same thing, stream. Go check everybody out. You can see them. They're on their names on my thing right here. Look. You should be able to see them.
yeah, follow these guys. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything but a click.
Yeah, basically, if you don't do it, you're kind of a dick, right? It's free.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. All right, guys. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right, later.
All right, guys.
All right.
And then UnelectableAirwaves. And you guys stream after about 9 o'clock Central Time?
9 o'clock.
Earlier than that, yeah.
Like
Closer to
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Try to get on 10.
All right.
Yeah, try to get it from like 10 o'clock. For sure, we're on by midnight Eastern. We go all the way until about 6 a.m. Eastern. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. I love watching you guys shit when it's late. I'm like, all right, I'm going to fucking chill out and just vibe on this shit. So, hell yeah, man. Good on you guys.
Yeah, if you ever want to come on, bro, let us know.
Yeah,
We'll help
dude.
you on.
Anytime.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anytime
I'll
you
do
want.
that for sure. I'll do that for sure. We'll link up on that.
Awesome. All right.
All right.
Peace out, guys.